Lost in the Woods has a slender chance of winning.
Lost in the Woods will find its way to victory.
If Lost in the Woods wins, we're gonna change the name to One in the Woods.
Entry to the Battle Royale winner's circle won't be denied.
There's no defying the leaders of our Statska.
I think we all know that Papers, Please goes really hard.
He's fast, he's cool, he's blue, and this is his year!
With that many songs, how can you lose?
Sonic's fast, but can he outrun the competition?
Shutdown! Misfortune brings happiness to the audience.
Misfortune's fate is still undecided.
Today is the day that she wins the Battle Royale!
It's the birthday beard balloon! I mean the balloon! Woo! Oh no!
He has been
You know, I thought he was stuck in there better.
debeardated.
Here, I'll fix him. Hey to everybody! Happy birthday, Random Encounters, and I guess happy birthday, Random Encounters fans, because you couldn't have Random Encounters fans without Random Encounters.
It's true.
So, in a way, the community's birthday is today as well, and
This right here, it's like
I know, it's like you are the beard. Really poorly, but it's like you're the beard.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry about the delay getting started today. We do have a longer stream than we're used to doing. We haven't done one this long since probably last year, if we're being honest. Maybe New Year's we did one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But we're back. We're here to celebrate our birthday today, 12 years on YouTube, and we're so glad that you're joining us. We're going to play some games today. We're going to hang out with you guys today. We'll probably answer a couple questions. We're going to make a couple announcements today. And, of course, probably the biggest announcement, we are going to reveal the winner of our Battle Royale Sweet Revenge.
It's like a weird angry horse noise.
The voting for that is still open. I am
still
watching it live at this exact
The votes
moment.
are live.
I am weeding through them as people do some strange things.
Is it
but,
cheat? Excellent.
Why
I'm
do you
paying
make so much
attention.
more work for Gwen? Like,
Yeah.
just don't be a
Right,
loser.
come on. But I do want to remind everyone one last time that this vote, you vote for the one you don't want to win.
Are people still confused after
I don't
like?
know.
Well, I just watched like 14 rounds go by, and people are still like, "I think I'll vote for my favorite one and kick it out of the Battle Royale." Why would you do that?
But I
Don't
definitely
vote them out.
had someone message me earlier on Instagram, very weirdly, being like, I love insert musical here. I voted for it 40 times this morning.
No.
And
Sorry to
sure
hear
enough, I
that.
did find 40 votes in there, and I was so
No.
tempted to leave them in because of the fact that they didn't know what they were doing. But I did not. But remember, you are voting against a musical. If you want something to win, don't vote for it.
You know, it's sad. Like, we thought it was gonna be really fun to let people like vote against one they really wanted to kick out and call it Sweet Revenge. But I actually feel like this year's Battle Royale should be like general confusion or something. It's like people are just generally confused about what the rules
General
are.
confusion.
Did not expect that. I think a lot of the votes have actually been affected by people just kind of blindly clicking whichever picture matches the musical they like the most and not realizing they're kicking it out. They're killing it. It's like if you have a gun and you aim at a face of someone you like, but I'll kill that one next. Don't do it. Don't aim for the ones you like.
Okay, but on a positive note, I think what we learned from this year is that people really love to vote for the things they like. They don't really care about shooting other things down. They really get excited about the positive side,
they want to share
which
positivity.
is nice.
That
And
is nice.
I love that about our fans.
That's nice. Well, next year we're not going to have you vote one out. So don't worry. This is not like the new norm. This was a 1 year thing where we really wanted to try letting you target whichever musicals you were afraid were the biggest threats to your favorite. And some of you did that, and some of you got confused and just voted for the one you liked the most and kicked it out instead.
But either way, the revenge ends today.
Today is the day that the revenge ends.
You know, I have a better idea for what we should have called this year. We should have called it Friendly Fire.
Oh.
It was like everyone was voting for whichever one they found most friendly to them, and that by doing it, they inadvertently cost it the chance of winning. So, thankfully, though, I think we have 4 very qualified musicals competing.
We do.
You just saw them. We revealed them in the video that Nate put together. Thank you, Nate, for doing that. And we're so happy. Thank you guys for voting those 4 through, or voting against all the other ones and letting those 4 through. I'm really excited to see one of those 4 join our wall up here. You can see we put them up today. Not very well. I didn't measure. Sorry.
Oh, they're fine.
But the posters
You
are
know,
great.
you
These are
say
the
you
4
didn't
past.
measure, but like they're decently placed that we're not obstructing them. So
gonna say,
that's
That's
actually
true.
more important.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, but next year it's going to get harder because there's a 5th one joining the wall at the end of today's live stream. So go make your votes now because One of those 4 you just watched is going to go up on this wall with these winners here. And I'm excited.
Speaking of winners, we have a couple mods in our chat, I assume.
Winners!
We sure do.
They're
My favorite winners of all.
We have Maltonio and Nefenjo. You can tell who they are because their names are blue, and they also have little branches next to their name. And they are the coolest people. Or they know
No,
things.
they're the coolest people. They're just the coolest people. We don't care about anything else about them.
They're cool.
Other than they're
That's
cool.
all that
That's how they
matters.
got the job. They were so cool. We were like, do you like random encounters? And they're like, not really, because I'm cool. And we're like, you're hired. And now they help moderate our chat.
No, they're
That's how
very
that
cool.
works.
They help keep things just running smoothly. If they ask you not to do something, please listen to them. If they answer a question that you had, they know what they're talking about, so please listen to them for that too. And otherwise, you can listen to us.
You don't have to, though. You could put us on mute, but we'd be really boring just to watch. Okay, we have one other group that we want to say thank you to
We
today.
have our patron sponsors.
Patreon has been very important to us all this year. We wouldn't make it to 12 years of Random Encounters without our Patreon sponsors. Are you ready? Say happy birthday to all these people.
Are we doing all of them? Because there's a lot. Or are we
Okay,
just going to
let's-
spread it out throughout
We'll
the stream?
spread it out. Let's,
All right, we'll do a
handful of
Remember, a smattering.
Here's our first smattering.
We've got Ariel Ivory.
Happy birthday, Ariel Ivory.
We've got Melktonio.
Happy birthday, Maltonio.
We've got Michelle Kushner.
Happy birthday, Michelle Kushner.
We've got Tyler Ogawa.
Happy birthday, Tyler. Go, come on. I can't even.
Sparky Wolf.
Happy birthday, Sparky Wolf.
And we'll do one more. And we've got Kimberly Film Lover.
Happy birthday, Kimberly Film Lover.
We'll come back to that later.
Our Patreon is linked in the description, and like I said, they help us cover a lot of more expensive things than balloons and picture frames. Things like actors and costumes and stuff. And you can find the link down below if you want to join them, and you can get free music and updates on our projects through video and some trading cards maybe and things like that. So, okay. Now it's time to celebrate our birthday, I guess. I don't even know where to start.
We
What are we
have
doing
many
first?
we have games that we're gonna play. None of them are video games. They're all weird, wacky party games.
That's right.
But I don't know where we start first.
You know what we don't have this year? I was realizing downstairs, we don't have a cake. We have no birthday cake.
Well, that's okay. We really were bad at decorating it.
I know,
last
but I was
year.
really good at eating it last year. And I wanted another
all right.
one.
Well,
so
in
we're done
full
today.
disclosure, we were at Disneyland the last 2 days.
That was our birthday.
We were celebrating our birthday by going to Disneyland, and you know what? We went to the Pooh Corner,
We did.
which is where Winnie the Pooh hangs out. It's not something else.
No, it's the bathrooms.
But
are
he's
different.
got an amazing dessert section, and we ate way too much dessert there. AJ ate a cupcake and a brownie and a marshmallow
all
one.
at the same time. It was gross.
It was
but I
bad.
loved it. But it does say happy birthday, Pooh, or something in the corner. So I just kind of, in my head, filled in random encounters. And that's how we celebrated. But today, we're celebrating with you guys.
Well-
and we've got several events we want to do.
We could start with the one we hired Malcolm for.
We
or
did
we
bring
could
in one
do
of our
something
moderators
else.
with us.
I don't know what people want to do.
No, sure.
Whatever.
Let's kick this off. We'll give you guys time to chat with us about questions and stuff like that too. But let's kick
Assuming
this off with a
Malcolm's
game.
ready as well.
I'm waiting to hear from Malcolm whether or not he is ready.
Oh, well, I don't want to rush anybody, but we do have everything ready on our side
Was
to play
he
this
just
little game together.
chatting to us what our questions are? Is that what the
I
plan
assume
is?
yes,
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab. what
unless
we
there's a
need.
better method.
No, he can do that. That's
All right, let's explain
back.
this game.
Wow,
This-
these are faces.
Maltonio says he is ready.
Oh, bunch of ugly people on his chips.
Hey!
Oh, not that one. That was beautiful.
I worked hard on these
Sorry,
sticks.
I like that one.
So there's a face on each of these sticks. All right, there's.
2 Nates. Here's a Nate. And here, take those two. And
So
I'll
this
take that
game,
Nate.
I believe most
There you go.
things online have called it the hat game, but it's a wedding game or a party game where basically somebody gives us a prompt. In this case, Maltonio, our mod, our good friend, is going to give us the prompts, and it's going to be which one of us is blank, most likely to do that, more able to do this, yada yada yada, and we all have to hold up what head we think of us is the one that would be the most likely.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
I think so. It's essentially a chance for us to be honest about each other working on random encounters because we're friends. 2 of us are married. We're co-workers. There's a lot going on there. Sometimes we're co-stars and things. Sometimes we dub each other. This is a good chance for us to get on a live stream and just very
Yes.
quietly and honestly say what we think of the other two in each of these
So
situations.
most
We're
of these,
supposed to be honest?
yes,
Yes.
most of these should be random encounters themed. But I think he did some that are more
Generic.
interpersonal, generic, whatever.
Sure. I mean,
but you know, we'll
personal
see.
life.
We'll see. You know, I sprung this on him very last moment.
I'm getting ready to hold up my.
It was like
face as
3 in
often
the
as
morning our time when I texted him, and I was like, "Are you still? I hope I don't wake you up." And he's like, "I'm actually still at work for another 3 hours." Like, oh well, convenient, not for you, but
not for you.
Anyway,
we also just set up. He's gonna text me.
Oh, he's gonna text you.
Okay, cool.
So
there you go.
I get a split second longer to think about this than they do. That's what I just heard.
All right.
All right.
Are we ready?
We're not supposed to. It's weird that we're not supposed to actually technically be able to see, but
it's true. We're supposed to answer without judging other people's answers as part of our answer.
Okay.
So I wonder if it should be like I read the question, we all mentally select it on 3, 2, 1 race.
Sure.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
sure.
let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. He's typing.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna close my eyes when I hold mine up. I
suspense.
want to see what other people's are. All right.
All right.
Got an
The
AJ
first
face?
question is, who makes the most mistakes during shoots?
Here we go.
All right. 3, 2,
2,
1.
oh.
Well, 2 of us agree.
I almost held up Gwen, but I was
You were
thinking.
nice.
Well, you know, I constantly go back to. I feel like AJ, he rushes a lot when he's trying to say things.
Yeah.
So he'll try to do like a subscribe screen or something like.
Yeah.
Everybody click the. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, I definitely at least second.
But if you're
not
talking
maybe
about
first.
continuity, then.
Hold on, that might be its own question.
Oh my gosh.
All
Well,
right.
I'm glad
Hey,
we're
we
all
like
on
you.
the
You're a
same
chaos
page.
gremlin. What can we say?
Da-da-da.
Yeah.
I have question 2.
Okay.
Question 2 is, who is the best stunt driver? All right, and 3, 2, 1.
What do we have?
I'm a stunt
Oh,
driver.
hey, you drove as a shovel werewolf without being able to see, and it was
That's
pretty good.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't.
I go very slowly.
I'm like, well, okay, we don't do a lot of stunt driving on the channel.
I was gonna
so-
say the number of times that a car has been driven stuntfully is low.
yeah.
But I feel like AJ is generally more competent at the confidence level of needing to do that.
It's like I don't know what I'm not capable of.
Yeah,
So it can't hurt me.
I mean, you did the one in Fortnite where you had to like hold the phone, and I was like grabbing the trash can. But it was like I also did the one where I had to like in Friday the 13th with
Yeah.
the beard.
Yeah,
But
drive by.
all our stunt driving is such a weird like.
Yeah,
we're
they're
going
not-
really slow most of the time.
Yeah, nobody
like,
has to
no
do
one's
anything
going
that
fast.
particular.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we do, it's not because we have to. It's because we're reckless. So I think that's. I got the points for being reckless. Is what they're saying.
Right.
Excellent
Right.
question. Never even thought about that one. So
A stunt driver.
thank you. Thank you. I'll wear that with a little
It just
pin
means
on
I
my
trust
lapel.
you the most.
I like to drive reasonably, so yeah. Not so much around here. I like to drive when I'm on the road alone, not when I have to deal with other drivers.
Question 3.
Okay.
Who gets distracted the most on set? And 3,
I don't know.
2, 1.
Oh, okay. I'm out of this one.
I don't know.
Honestly,
you?
okay, but I feel like most of us do not get distracted on set.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
we're-
have any images here of some co-stars we've worked with.
Yeah, it's like, hold on. Just these options? What?
Yeah, I feel like as a general rule, the 3 of us are a fairly well-oiled machine at this point. But if
Oh,
one
I'm
of us
very oily.
was going to be distracted, I do feel like it would be me.
Might be. Might be.
Gwen's the most likely to be found playing like Gordon Ramsay Diner Dash or something.
I think Gwen is most likely to actually be in a conversation that we're like, okay, it's time to go, time to
Yeah.
go. She can get, I think, talking with a co-star, something like that. So,
That's true.
But I'm second most likely to do that. You're the least, I think, distractible on set.
You say that, but I'm pretty quick to like pull out Pokemon Go if we're somewhere on like a shoot.
But
It's true.
not distracted still.
I feel like it was
Multitasking.
Oh.
It was the Noelle shoot that I like came out dressed as Queen halfway through the shoot and saw Nate like behind the blackout curtain. And he's just playing Pokemon Go, waiting for the next playback thing.
Oh yeah, I was running playback. I was doing a bunch of like trainer battles, but I had a tablet that was running playback, so I was just battling on my phone. And like when I hear playback,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
you know, what else are you gonna do out there? You're just sitting at a desk with a playback machine.
It's true. All right, the next question is related. So let's see if we argue
related
more about
question.
this. Who causes the most distractions on set?
Most distractions.
And 3, 2, 1. What do I do?
I don't know. It just seemed like a good choice.
It's a safe choice. Like,
Yeah, you were just
Most
saying that
distracted,
you're the most
also-
likely to get
yeah.
involved in a conversation or something.
I mean, yes, but like I'm not the
AJ's
one
probably the
that's
more
like,
accurate one. I don't know.
I feel like AJ's the most likely to be like, all right, but what if the scene went like this, and then we like go off on a tangent, like seeing if we can make that work, but then it doesn't end up working, so then we end up back at idea number
Is
one.
that really
in the
a
first
distraction?
place.
I was gonna say that's the problem is that feels like work, but I put my face up too, so I don't know.
This is hard. I can't think
I know
that fast.
some of these are like very difficult.
They are. I don't know, but all I know is that right now I have raised Nate's face not enough, so the next one better be Nate's.
That's not how the game works. You don't have to just give me screen time.
All right. The next one is who accidentally breaks the most props? And 3, 2, 1.
Is it me? Is it actually
You
me?
went through a wall during Man from the Window.
I questioned if it was me,
I think
but I didn't want to commit to it.
well, the problem is that you do commit to it every
Yeah,
time in
I
every
think that's the
shot,
thing.
and then you break stuff.
AJ is very committed to acting the part of every character.
That's fair.
And I don't think, like, don't break this prop goes through the head.
No,
Or, like,
no.
don't go flying through the wall goes through the
Yeah, so my logic in putting Gwen up was I feel like Gwen is more likely to start playing with something until it falls apart and then be like, oh, I didn't know it would do that. So that's what I was thinking in my head was like, if someone's
That
gonna
is
like
100% true.
unravel like the pen accidentally, like, ooh, I broke it, and then be like, stop touching it so much, it's gonna be Gwen. But you're right.
Okay,
There
I
are
do-
way more
If
instances
the question
where
was
I'm
like,
just like,
who most disastrously breaks things, I feel like it would be a toss up between you and I, because I was like
Okay.
thinking of the better bloopers where I accidentally didn't let go.
The map?
Neither of us let go of the map, and it tore.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like maybe that's both of us. Why am I blaming myself for that?
because I didn't pull and you did. I was like, wait. But I didn't think to let go of the map and say wait.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I feel like everyone can be judging us for these based solely on the bloopers and be like, no, it's this person. I've seen them break so many.
I
more
think
things.
this one I am guilty as charged. I didn't think about how often I go for it, and I probably should like tone that back a little bit. But you know what? Performance. It's give the people what they want.
It's never been a disastrous problem, other than maybe going through a wall.
The wall was
The wall was like, we have to fix that.
yeah, and that wasn't intentional. I wasn't trying to break it. It just happened. That's
The
why my face came up. I
the
guess.
man from the window did it. It was him.
the man from the
When you
window.
channel his energy,
That's right.
that's what happens.
You got the next question?
I sure do.
Okay.
It's about something more private in us living
no.
together.
Oh no,
Oh dear me.
Who
that's a good fan idea.
is the best cook? And 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Chef
the first
Boyardee
one
over
we
here.
all agreed
I
on.
know.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Nate is actually really epic at getting stuff together for dinner in a timely manner and also at tasting good. So
He does a lot of our cooking.
he's
The
a
real
hero
Pepino
a lot of the
spaghetti.
time.
That's right. It's
Yeah,
me.
that's why we
Pepino.
cast him as Pepino Spaghetti.
I don't make anything complicated, so it's not like it's
That's true.
hard.
No.
Someday we'll let you try.
And
that.
usually AJ's the one that does the grilling. So
That's
if
true.
it's grilled meats, then he's in charge.
I think the boys of the house do a great job of cooking. I think the girl.
I would say the girl of the
That's
house does a
fine.
good job of the eating, but she doesn't. She has such a small appetite. You know, she's like, I'll have one hamburger and
I'll
a
have
little
a
sprig of a
sliver of
pickle.
this.
And me and AJ are like, I'll have like 600
Oh,
potatoes
I-
and like 8
I can
burgers.
pack them away. Yeah.
I can't.
Hey, you handle all our spaghetti for us.
I
Thank
do.
you for doing that.
You're
Because
welcome.
Nate and I won't set a timer. We'll just kind of go until it looks spaghetti-ish.
I'm an Italian.
I don't use
need to set.
timers and
I don't need to
recipes.
set a timer for pasta.
Right.
My Italian sense tingles.
Yeah, so
I was like, pasta's done somewhere.
to go train it. Amazing.
All right. Who is most likely to wear a costume as regular clothes? And 3, 2, 1. Oh,
For real.
I almost else.
You think so, huh?
Well,
It's
I
you?
just I was a lot of my costumes end up being like comfy clothes. Like I would totally bring back out like I'm pretty sure I have worn Miss Fortune's pants before as just pants. I'm pretty sure I thought about wearing the wife's shirt because it was a nice shirt.
That's fair.
It's a nice shirt.
I feel like that's the difference though. Is like you'll wear like things that already are clothes.
That's like me.
Yeah.
Because, like, I wear, like, Sergeant Cortez's shirt that he wore for 12 Minutes and for Hat in Time. Like, that's just, like, a pajama shirt now because it's really silky and
It's
soft.
nice. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, I have a habit of like wearing my costume on set even after I could have changed. I like take
That's
part of it off and I'll keep wearing it because I'm like, I don't know, it's fun. I like wearing costumes. Let's play dress up,
wasn't
guys.
there a recent... Wasn't that, like, on Pizza Tower, the musical, where you, like, took the costume off and were in your underpants, ready to film more, and we actually told you to put pants on?
There was a rip in my underwear and I didn't realize it. I was like, oh,
I was like, you need to put some pants on.
we're gonna go change.
I also feel like I've joked for a while now. I should have put your face up. I've joked for a while now about filming AJ every time he stops for gas on the way to or from a shoot and is wearing his costume at the gas station.
He's so good.
Because he has worn some fairly ridiculous outfits to get gas.
It
And
hurts.
everyone at the station is just like,
It hurts that we don't have Instagrams of it. Like, if I'd started doing that back in 2011, 12 years ago, there would be such an epic album of me standing outside the car filling up, dressed as something stupid, and, like, people watching. It's amazing. It happens all the time. Great question.
All right, who is most likely to build a complex prop/set piece? And 3, 2, 1.
Oh, interesting.
We just learned not AJ.
Yeah, all we really agreed on was it wasn't me. Huh.
You're usually
That's fair.
occupied
Okay.
with something else.
I think it depends. Like, set pieces, absolutely not. I am not building a complex set piece because I don't do big things. But, like, I feel like when a prop needs to get built that has, like the bomb from Keep Talking
I
About
was
It
gonna say
Explodes, that was me.
Trap.
Trap.
Yeah, the
Trap.
bear
Like,
trap.
all the
The-
stuff from Little Nightmare, like the big axe and the big
Yeah.
shotgun.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's a good point. That
I'm like,
yeah, you tend to do like more of the like basic ones. If it gets too overblown, then it gets handed off to Gwen because she's more intricate. I think that's what it is.
yeah, there's a certain point where my brain checks out. I was like, I can't.
Yeah, but yeah, that's fair. Okay,
I don't have a face for Malcolm to hold.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
building the Goose Tower,
Hey, there
which
you go.
was
MVP.
definitely very intricate.
Yeah, super intricate.
All right, related.
Okay.
Who's most likely to suggest that we build a complex prop/set piece? And 3, 2, 1. This
Sorry.
should not be a surprise.
My bad. Do you see how my face didn't come up at all for the help with it, but it came up for the I think we should do it. It's a great idea.
Yeah, AJ's the master of proposing ideas that are like, and why are we gonna do that?
But it's not. I don't think it should be painted that badly or broadly because the reason that AJ doesn't end up doing it is because he is busy writing the song, coming up with the shot list, like doing a lot of really intense work to make sure that the whole video can happen. That like no part of the video can happen if your work doesn't get done. If I don't get like the bomb done, no, the bomb's a bad example.
Yeah.
If a
That one
prop
is.
doesn't get done in time, like there can be like a cheat where it's like, well, just don't look at it from this side, or like stuff
Yeah.
like that. And so it should be a mere Nate job, but it is always amusing that I think AJ has the like, why not gene like built into his genetics, where he's just like
This goes back all the way to filming with him in high school.
Uh-huh.
There's AJ writes what he thinks the scene should be and not what
How we do
is
it.
capable. Yeah. Or how do we do it kind of thing.
yeah.
And I think that it's like, sometimes there's a fix. Like obviously like in Pizza Tower, we wanted to just jump into a box of pizza.
Oh yeah.
It was
100%.
practical. It was gonna be practical until we tried filming it multiple times and we're just like,
Couldn't
we can't.
Yeah,
This
there's no way
has
to
to
fit
be
this
a
box.
digital shot. It can't be done.
Hey, I just wanted to shout out right now that we actually have already had this situation come up with the next musical, where it was supposed to be one simple thing, and I know I came up after playing the game enough and said, okay, but how do we do this other thing from the game? And there was this moment like, I thought we talked about not doing that. And I was like, but the audience will really like it. And I use you guys as an excuse all the time. I'm always like, the audience will want that. And I think
true.
There
I'm
you go.
right.
So just know
but-
that anytime that you really like something, we probably hated making it.
Yeah, we blame it on you. It's always your fault. We have to do it now.
It was a
They want it.
nightmare.
Not
No.
true. Oh my gosh.
But I am the voice piece, and I use you guys as the excuse going, it would just be that much better for them if we did it, and then we do it. And it turns out great, by the way. FYI.
does.
I know I'm not the only one that thinks that you guys are watching too.
All right. Who randomly breaks into song the most often? 3, 2, 1.
That's who I was thinking about. Ooh.
It's like Spaceballs.
Don't look at me playing with my dolls again.
I think, okay, so I specifically narrowed it down to who breaks out into random encounters songs in my
Yeah,
head.
that's
Because
kinda
I was
nice.
like, AJ is the one who will be for like 3 weeks straight humming the song as it is forming and then humming it after the song is like written and being used for editing and stuff. He literally, I caught him, I think, not yesterday, the day before we left for Disney, like coming down, like humming a song, and I was like, so what are we humming today? And like, I think standing in line for a
Yeah,
Disney
it was.
ride, he was
Yeah,
breaking
it
out
was
into
happening.
this month's song and like stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
it's
he
going.
totally does that. If you want a random pop song,
Yes. And that's why you
That's
voted
me.
for Gwen, right?
I think so, yeah.
Because I've caught her doing that too. Like, Gwen just sings like stuff off the radio. I mean, I say stuff. Taylor
Gwen
Swift
just sings
songs
down.
off the radio.
Gwen
She's actually Taylor Swift, it turns out.
Gwen just sings downstairs.
that's
Yeah,
true.
so-
I do.
Yeah. That was a fair, difficult question.
All right. Who is most likely to ad-lib lines? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Yeah, we all agreed. Okay.
I almost picked AJ.
It's gonna be either AJ or Nate, but I went with Nate because I feel
went
like
with
he
Nate.
does it with the most confidence.
He does. He just like goes for it.
Oh.
You know, I often have this like the wheels are turning. Nate's wheels don't turn. It just goes.
My
for
wheels
it.
don't turn.
It's in his soul.
It sounds like I'm stupid.
Not the way I was saying it, but it might still be true. Who
They go
knows?
backwards.
Yeah, Nate, I think, is most definitively like going to launch something extra into the sentence or something like that. So, and I like it. That's why Nate, if this question ends up coming up, I'm gonna end up voting for him. So let's spoil it now. If funniest bloopers come up, it's gonna be Nate still.
I think it pairs with the fact that Nate is also the least likely to break on set.
Ah,
And so the fact that like he can just do things and they might still work, but he didn't like think of it and laugh to himself and then do it.
Yeah,
Like
it's true.
Yeah.
I like to think that it's because I have wit.
wit.
Yes.
It's like was the man from the window blooper where Gwen was the puppet and didn't say beard salute, and I was just quick to be like,
Yeah,
you gotta say beard salute first, you little.
yeah, it's true. Are you
all
guys
right.
playing along in the chat? Are we like? Are you predicting these things,
I've
or are
seen
these
some
unexpected?
Some people are
Okay.
playing along.
I wasn't sure how like mind blowing these answers are. These are like, well, obviously. Wish I could see their signs like as they hold them up
right.
too.
All right, we have the next question is who is least likely to do an embarrassing stunt in public? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah. Gwen has shame. I don't know where she got it from. Especially after marrying me, I don't know why she still has it. How are you keeping this reserve of shame?
I love showing off that I married you. It's a very good thing for people to know about me that I managed to marry you.
But you have your limits and your standards.
I don't know where you guys lost yours.
We just didn't have it.
I feel like I had more for a certain time. I feel like
Oh,
there's
sure.
a certain point where you're like, I don't care.
Yeah. You just
It's kind of it's like at the convention where we were like, we did that costume thing, and I was like, I'm not getting up there and doing it. And then we found out it was a group thing and not an individual thing. I was like, all right, I'll do it in a group. And then I was like, okay, but I'm not modeling the costume. And then we got our supplies, and we're like, we can make Kratos out of this. I'm like, fine, I'll do it. There's a certain point where you're just like, I don't care.
Suddenly you're starring in it when you were like, I'm not doing this at all. That was another of this guy's problem. Nominating that we do this thing, and then this guy ends up having to go do it. It's amazing
fine.
how it happens like that. We haven't actually shared that video still on social media. I should
We shared it
assemble
on.
I think our patrons.
Our patrons have
Patreon
seen
has seen it. Yeah, I'm gonna share it on social media, on TikTok and Instagram and
So
stuff
if
at some
this
point.
story has made 0 sense to you, stay tuned for.
Oh, it's a nice
to
little
make
cosplay
less
contest
sense.
from MomoCon that we're gonna show you sometime on social media. That Nate stars in.
We're down to our last question.
The last question.
Our
All right,
last
fair
question.
enough. This has been a fun little game.
Is who is the best dancer? And 3, 2, 1. Okay, you can put my face
two-part
down.
answer, huh?
Because after Disgaea,
Excellent.
I don't get to even
I
pretend.
So none of us are a good dancer,
None of us dance.
but Nate
Anyway.
has funk dancing experience.
I dropped out of that college class. So
Still took it.
you
signed
took
up for
tap
it.
dancing and passed it.
Well,
and completed
dance
it.
off right now.
You know how to floss. I don't.
Oh, that's true. It took me like 400 years, so you know I'm not a good dancer, but
But you're committed.
I should be
You
committed.
should be committed.
That's absolutely true. There you go.
Oh, hang on. He just sent me one
he's got-
last one.
One
a
final.
secret last
Which is
question.
random encounters. I don't know.
All right,
We
it's gotta
always,
be done.
We always do a bonus question.
We do. That's true. We're really into not counting correctly.
The last question is, who plays the most games in their spare time? And 3, 2, 1.
Depends on what games you're referring to.
Yeah, if you're talking about people who play real games, it's me. If you're talking who's playing Gordon Ramsay's Diner Dash during like every 2-hour movie we watch,
She does play a lot of Hades as well.
She does.
I'm actually shocked that
She
that
does.
game ends up on her Switch open again.
she was
over and
playing it
over.
literally in the car ride, right, on the way down to Disneyland.
Yeah, that
I
always
wasn't.
catches-
I wasn't
yeah.
playing games.
How she
yeah.
manages to go between Switch and phone that often actually does surprise me.
See, I have a duty as the co-pilot is to.
Yeah, it's true. I was gonna put you up, by the way, but I'm not sure sheer hour for hour that you playing like Diablo is going to keep up with her playing Gordon Ramsay.
No, I try, but
You do your darndest, but yeah, I think Gwen actually takes this one. Astonishingly, good for you.
You can only play for like half an hour a day, otherwise you need more energy and you have to wait
Oh
for it to
no,
refill.
that sounds
I
terrible.
do play Pokemon Go a lot.
It actually sounds terrible. Wow, how do you play it?
Oh,
There you go. Excellent questions. Thank you, Meltonio. Everybody, round of applause for Meltonio. Came up with that game for us on the spot very quickly. We appreciate it, and that was fun. Thank you, whoever cut these out too.
Gwen,
I did it.
They're fantastic.
these are horrifying. We
It
should
makes
go.
me-
We should put them in our front yard like weird
Oh,
flowers.
yeah.
That'll
Planted
terrify our
this.
neighbors.
I did really want to be like, and here's a nice bouquet of random encounters.
That's cute. You know what we could do? When we get a cake, we could stick them in the cake and then light them on fire, and they can be the candles.
Aw.
Why do you want to burn us
that
an
a-
effigy on our birthday?
You know, I was just trying to be
You
resourceful.
can't have those anymore.
Okay.
All
I've
right.
lost permission.
Well, you want to read some more Patreon names?
Yeah,
off?
let's read a couple more.
Since we got a
Then we'll
pile
get to
of
our
good. Let me use my
either
feet
an
to
announcement
grab-
or an exchange.
The chat's just like, honey, the neighbors are doing weird stuff again.
Always, all day, every day.
Speaking of people that do weird stuff, we have Jesse and Marissa Tidwell.
Happy birthday, Jesse.
And
Marissa
we
Tidwell.
have Sarah T.
Happy birthday, Sarah T. I'm like, what day
And we
is it? It's
have
birthday.
Sam the Scotsman.
Happy birthday, Sam the Scotsman.
And we have Anthony Mushrow.
Happy birthday, Anthony. You know, Anthony Mushrow has been on the channel a really long time. FYI. A lot of
Probably
these people
almost
have.
all 12 years.
Yeah, for real.
And Jillian Shea.
Happy birthday, Jillian
And
Shea.
we've got Jens Banning.
Happy birthday. Speaking of people, Jens Banning
Oh,
has
is this
also
a,
been
is
on
this
the
a
channel.
segue into an announcement we have to make?
It should be.
It can be.
Yeah, I think we're going to make it one.
Oh.
Jens Banning has been on the channel as well for a very, very long time and supported the channel. Has probably the record for how much has they've supported the channel. So, we actually have an opportunity. Jens has been a moderator for us in the past as well. And we are going to spend a little time with Jens, even though Jens is not from America.
What?
And that's what Nate wants to segue into, is we're going to be not in America later this year. And we want to see some people that aren't from America later this year. It sounds a lot meaner than I wanted to be.
Unfortunately for Jens, we're not going to his country. We're going to a neighboring country, but he's going to not walk.
He's going to walk.
Yeah,
he's going to like
walk.
funk
He's
dance
really
there.
committed.
So what Nate's trying to say is we have a meetup finally from 2020 that is being brought to life this year in October. And we're going to be seeing people in Paris, France, which we were supposed to do years ago. Didn't get around to it, and now we are so excited to say it is coming. It is going to be the very first weekend of October, or maybe the day. I'm not sure how weekends work there. If it's better to do something on a weekday.
That is to say, we have
Not sure.
flights booked. We know when we will be in Paris. We have not yet nailed down the exact date, but we want you to know to keep your calendars open at the beginning of October to see us.
We could
in
probably
Paris.
nail that down tonight and just make sure it's up on YouTube as soon as
could,
possible.
yeah.
I wanted to do it for today's live stream, but we didn't get it.
But we were late here anyway.
Yeah, so rather than throwing out an exact date, I want to say probably it'll be either the 1st or 2nd of October. I think it'll probably be one of those 2 days. And it will be pretty dead center in the middle of Paris. I think we talked about the Canada Monument or
I
something.
believe that's the one that's in
That's in
England.
London? Oh, okay.
Yes, we
There's
had
a pyramid-shaped
we had a
thing
park
in one of the
picked
parks.
out with a
Part
monument at it.
Moncoeur, I think is what it's called.
I know very little.
Oh my
about
goodness, I
France.
can find it on a map, but I
I
can't
will
say it
learn
out
a lot
loud.
about France.
It's near the river. It's within walking distance of the Eiffel Tower, if I
And
remember
the Arc de
correctly.
Triomphe.
And the Arc de Triomphe.
Yep,
and
and the Louvre. Yep.
And the
The Louvre. The Louvre.
You can come correct
Where
our
Phantom
French
R steals things
pronunciation.
from Napoleon.
So if you are anywhere near Paris,
Yes.
or you could be anywhere near Paris, and you would like to come see us, we would love to see you. There will not be any charge or anything like that. It is
No.
literally just we will be in a spot and you can come see us, and we'll have a good time.
Yeah,
Hopefully-
if you're nearby, you have no excuse. Jens is coming from Germany.
Yeah, no excuse.
Germany.
No excuse.
I know they're like neighbors, right?
Basically. Yes. But no excuse.
No excuse.
Wherever you live in the world, we should
No
see you in
excuse.
Paris. And if you don't live in Paris, we're a little less prepared to give more information about it. But there is talk also, and in fact, the wheels are already in motion for being back in other parts of Europe next year, including the UK again. And specifically to do meetups in those places as well. So if you live in Ireland or England or Scotland, I hope we get a chance to see you within the next 12 months. Because we are working to get those meetups back on the books. In fact, I don't even think we ever announced one for Ireland. I think we just kind of started being like, well, you know,
We actually
it's a
had
nice place.
very little intention of going to Ireland until we ended up in Ireland last year to see some of AJ's family.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I love Ireland. I love Northern Ireland, the southern parts of Ireland. All of it is
We're ready to see more of it. So,
beautiful.
so if we can, that's going to go on the schedule for, I think, next spring sometime. And we're workshopping that a little bit still. The Paris one is much more locked in. All we have to do is basically announce the exact location, the exact time, and which of those 2 days, 1st or 2nd of October, that we'd like to see you guys on. So anyway, yes, gonna see some people finally. And we got to see people in America here, but I know some of you internationally have been waiting a very long time. So thank you for your patience. I hope we get to finally meet you, and you're probably 4 years older than you were before now. And we'll take a photo, we'll give you a hug, whatever, and just hang out for a little bit in a park somewhere for free. It sounds kind of creepy, doesn't it? I'm just gonna hang out in a park somewhere for free.
That's everyone
what
hangs
ca-
out for free. in a
Oh,
park.
do they? Is that how you use parks? I don't actually know. I feel like you have to have a frisbee or something, or a dog. Otherwise, why are you there? What
could
are you
get a
doing?
dog.
Are you waiting
What?
for your
Do you want to
meetup
go
too?
pick
or-
up a random French dog?
Playing Pokemon Go.
That's a good idea. All right, so you can hang out in parks and it's not creepy. I don't know. I don't go to them often enough unless I'm seeing other people.
Just don't stare at people. If you're doing your own thing, but if you're just
rules.
watching people,
The
that's
rules.
still the weird.
The rules just keep building up. It's harder and harder to not be creepy. I just can't do it.
You try.
Can't keep up with all these rules. Okay, so that was one of our announcements today. Those meetups. Again, we're gonna update our about pages description. That usually, in fact, I think it still says we're going to MomoCon.
Yeah,
I should
yeah,
fix
we
that.
should remove
That's
that. We've
done.
been to the
We did that.
conventions.
It was very fun.
We don't have any more conventions scheduled for this year.
No.
Next year is who
Also
knows?
open.
You know, so if you have a local convention that you want us to try to go to, you should contact them. Contacting us doesn't really do anything about it.
No,
You
yeah.
need to contact the convention itself and be like, I want Random Encounters to come here.
That's a great way to do it. Just like that. Do that voice too.
That's right.
Yeah, but at least we do get to see some more Random Encounters fans later this year. That was our goal, is a couple conventions and get out internationally to see somebody. We're going to do that, and we'll keep that about page updated. What do we do now? That's.
I don't know. We could
couple
answer
things.
some Q&A, or we could play another game.
We
Another
do have a couple
game.
more games to
Games.
go.
Games.
Uh-huh. just a reminder, if you've somehow come in, you missed the beginning of the live stream today. The Battle Royale is still open, but only for like another hour or hour and a half, something like that. 2 hours. Whatever it is, it's going to be closing kind of soon, and it's kind of critical you get your vote against whoever you want to kick out of the Battle Royale now, because only one of them is going to make it out alive. Against. Don't go vote for who you want to win. Go vote for who you want to lose, okay? Or who you think might beat the one you want to win. That's the point of sweet revenge. It's like I need a definition of sweet revenge.
Should I leave it up to the chat?
Sure.
Should I ask the? Okay.
Sure.
We're gonna put a poll in the chat right now.
Okay.
About whether we do some Q&A or whether we play another game.
Okay, that sounds good. In the meanwhile, I will circle back and say we are working on the next musical. We will have a clue for you. In fact, should we give them a clue now? We could come up with a clue just to what we're making.
The clue last time was that it was a costume from last year being reused for a different character.
Yes, that's what you have to work off of so far, is that we're taking a costume from last year, repurposing it.
I feel like this is also a good time to remind people, if they missed it on Friday at our Replayed stream, this is the last episode of Replayed.
Hey,
in case you missed it
true.
somehow, Replayed is not happening every Friday anymore. No. So this is our last episode on this channel until we decide to do something spontaneous at some point, maybe like a comment stream here or there.
And we are spontaneous people.
Yeah, but we're not doing every Friday anymore, despite
No.
the fact that I'm pretty sure the description still says
Every
live every Friday.
Yeah, we got a lot of updating to do. 12 years, you'd think we'd be a little bit more efficient, but there's a lot going on.
We had to plan the party. The party was more important.
Yes, the party. Turning 12, it wouldn't happen without the party. We'd still be 11. And that's not cool enough.
Yeah, next year we become teenagers.
I was saying that. I'm like, we could watch a PG-13 movie by ourselves.
We could watch
year.
like half of our videos.
We could say a bad word next year.
A bad word.
A bad word.
Just
like
one. We pick one. That's the only one.
all the words I write are
like
bad.
Moist. That's
moist.
a bad word.
Ew, moist.
Ew.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
Huh.
But we can't say it till we're 13. So
A hint.
you're in trouble
Yeah,
now.
it's true.
A hint.
I was like, I could give one, but I don't know if it's too obvious.
Whispered in my ear.
Okay, so this feels weird. Maybe I just say it. If it's too obvious, oh well, they guessed it. They figured it out.
They'll find out what the musical is in
All
like
right.
2 weeks.
So we are making a musical about a game that Game Theory has done an episode on. So
I mean, that doesn't narrow it
That
down.
doesn't narrow it down at all? Okay.
At all.
Okay. Well, I like watching Game Theory episodes. That helps me sometimes writing.
They've done
so.
a lot of episodes on a lot of things.
They upload quite a few episodes. You're right. Okay, then my
You
hint
will
didn't
give a
help.
better
But that's
hint
your
later.
hint for right now.
That wasn't a helpful clue.
Sorry,
Sorry, everybody.
The chat believes it's Wii Fit Plus. Has Game Theory done Wii Fit Plus?
Well, I think I've just ruled one game option out.
And the chat also would like us to play a game.
Play a
A
game.
game. Should I grab this one?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna need to clear some space.
Okay. Clearing
Maybe we
the
leave
space.
Gwen so she can keep an eye on the chat. and
Okay.
we just-
So we'll do the manual labor.
Yes.
Gwen,
Thank you.
be
I'll be
pretty
the
and witty.
passenger princess over here.
Excellent. Is that an actual thing?
So
It is
we
now.
got
I just made it with something.
this.
Oh, look at
Okay.
these. There's a thing.
Wow, it is so a thing.
An
so a
item
thing.
has appeared. Can you find the item?
Let's see if this marker works better, because this one will probably be less likely to bleed.
Good job.
They're great.
Okay, so
Come on
probably
over.
can't hear me over here.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is sort of like, does anybody know what Pictionary is? It's a pretty easy game. This bucket is filled with basically like
It's bucket. It's a bucket. It's
It's
not
a
even a
jar.
jar.
It's a jar.
bucket.
Shut your mouth.
Jar-shaped bucket.
You know, I learned about the poop bucket. Maybe we'll tell you about the poop bucket later.
Oh, the poop bucket.
This is the poop jar. This jar is filled with musical quotes or dialogue lines from our musicals.
From what? What is it?
From our
The text is
musicals.
killing me.
Right? From our musicals. And whoever's turn it is will have to pull one out, and they'll have to draw their interpretation of it on this lovely page here.
Probably. Oh, well, there is a page there. I was like, what's going on?
Yes, that is a page.
I'm sorry. I found the item.
I used my big brain thinking today, and I bought this newspaper stock because I'm like, gray is gonna blow out less against the camera than white.
That is
Big
very
brain
smart.
thinking. Well done. This guy's the
And
smart
you guys
one.
have to guess what the quote or line is.
That's right.
Based on our drawing. It's gonna be well, for him it'll probably be a good drawing,
Yeah.
but for me it'll be garbage.
I storyboard sometimes.
But it doesn't matter if we get each other to guess it. That
No.
gets us no points. Each
No.
of us gets points based on getting you all to guess it.
So maybe
please
I'll let AJ
let us
do
know in the
this.
chat. I know
I'm gonna start.
we have cooldown right now, right?
There's a 15-second slow mode on right now.
All right. So I apologize if that gets in anyone's way
One
of
guess
guessing
per
it,
15
but
seconds.
we
It's
will.
significantly reduced from what it was.
All right.
I'm gonna, I think, get out of the way somewhere so that.
Gwen, I'm gonna share this with you too.
Good.
I
Otherwise,
can probably
I'll-
see it too.
Yeah, everybody here can see it. I just don't want them to see it yet.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
We can move this a little more in if you want. I don't know how you wanna. I don't know if you wanted to draw on this side or.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to just draw
Okay.
sideways.
Are-
I wish I was
are
like
they-
a Bob Ross
Am I
level.
giving you? You have a time limit, right? You have to get them
probably,
to guess it by.
maybe.
Let's give you what, like
Is this
60
marker?
seconds?
Like,
It's
why
a
is it
magic
juicy?
marker.
It should work.
why is it juicy?
It's a dry erase marker.
Why is it juicy?
It is pretty leaky.
Uh-oh.
I can hear it like juicing.
Well,
I mean, I can use it.
we have the Sharpie. I guess it doesn't matter if it bleeds through because it's just against.
Yeah.
The Sharpie's bigger.
Okay. Sorry, I decided to shake it and I was like, this is a very juicy
It's
sounding.
just a little chunkier of a
All right.
marker.
So we're gonna give you 60 seconds. Does that seem fair?
Sure.
It's not too long. Do you want 45?
So
60's right fine.
I'm gonna watch over Gwen's shoulder ominously
Excellent.
to see if anyone gets it.
All right. Then you can start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Here we go. All right. See if anybody can figure out what I'm drawing.
All right. For clarification, we are looking for a specific line from one of our songs. So I see some people guessing the right musical. We're looking for a line.
There we go.
Ah, we've got it.
Got it?
Tycho 16.
Tycho 16. Time to plant some grizzly bears.
Hey! Good job! You know, I forgot a beard on him. That's Crazy Dave needs a, like, big old,
They knew it was
wild
Crazy Dave.
beard.
You look at him. He looks like a Crazy Dave.
He's kind of crazy looking.
All right. Do you want to go next, Gwen, or do you want me to go?
All right, let me replace
Whichever.
the
What do you
paper.
want?
Either or.
I hear a cat. There's a cat now.
All right. AJ has a point.
How many seconds was that?
50. You had 10 seconds to spare.
Oh, goodness. So we actually, 60 seconds is a decent number.
I think it's a decent amount, yeah.
Two pieces of paper.
Yeah, I grabbed two.
I think for the fact that they have to get to the right musical and then get to a specific line, it makes sense. His friends call him slightly unhinged, David. That's not true.
There you
We know what his name is.
go. Okay. Who's going next?
Me or Gwen? I'm gonna regret. I put all these in here so I know some of them are gonna be
Say
things
no.
that I don't like.
Oh!
Okay. Let's go to this one. Where's the marker?
I put it by the TV here.
Okay.
Okay. Nate is notorious for his great artistic skills playing these games.
All right.
Is the rule
This
that we
is either
can't...
going to be so easy or so not. Is there a no symbols rule in this?
I was trying to figure out, do we have a you can't use like text from a keyboard or...
Probably should
Yeah,
be like
should-
you can't
okay.
use letters
Okay.
or numbers or anything like that.
No
So-
letters, no numbers, no words. Symbols, I guess, are also... It's tough.
If it's on the keyboard, don't do it.
Okay.
All right, but it has... Yeah, oh, that is still a lot. Okay. Nothing on the keyboard.
All right. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, draw.
Oh, Da Vinci here. Look at this fine
It's the worst hat ever. It's too high.
work. You can't give us clues like that.
All right.
We didn't know it was a hat.
We didn't know it was too high. That's what I mean. Otherwise, it's like he drew it correctly. Now we can like, fix it in our heads. I just like watching, like, it's so peaceful watching Nate draw.
It is.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a witch.
Okay, all right, we've got them leaning in the correct direction. You guys are.
Take the clue that I couldn't make numbers or something.
Okay, so somebody found the right musical. Somebody found the. Okay,
I'll
we're
give
more on the right
stopping.
musical. All right.
Beautiful. It's a masterpiece.
Oh, I feel like. Yes, we got it. We got it again.
All right, you got 5 seconds and he got it.
It is Tycho 16 again. Got 1 to the left and 3 to the right. Although I did see earlier a 1 to the left and a 5 to the right from Matilda Tidwell.
Same concept. Good job, Nate.
All right.
It really does kind of look like a happy witch, though, to me.
I have this problem of every time I draw a hat, it always is too high. It's like an Abe Lincoln stovepipe hat.
Yeah, Nate goes like, hat. Okay, that's got to go like 6 feet up there.
I'm bad.
You're good.
Oh, there's a lot of people in this line.
There you go. I knew they would. Like, it really just was most difficult because of the 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Like, it could have been so easy just to make like a right and a left and put a 1 on it and a 3.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is kind of a strange way to do things, but our easel is not very good.
It's fine.
It wouldn't hold the paper.
This person's
I
like, I
believe
thought
it.
it was a hat in time at first.
It actually looked like that.
All right.
All right, so Gwen, you're going to be...
All right. Let me.
I can run the
You can run the
I
time.
don't even need to sit down. We can just watch this chat together.
It's true.
It's true. Oh.
You can probably read it better than I can, though. I feel like...
Yeah, I
I
can
have
read
to
at it.
draw this on screen to make sure I'm not cheating.
Yeah, no cheating.
Ta-da!
This game is important. The points matter.
I'm not gonna get any.
We'll see.
Oh no.
You got 60 whole seconds, so... You can do it.
Okay.
You can do it. I believe in you wholeheartedly.
Is this the one we're using?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the
Okay,
one.
it's big.
Yeah, it's gotta be. We ought to be visible.
Okay.
Well, the other one was less big, but it was leaky.
All right.
So
You ready?
choose.
Are you ready?
Like-
Yeah, count you in. 3, 2, 1, go! Got it. You got it. It's gonna be beautiful. I can sense it already. I'm not even gonna look at it because I know how accurate,
You're right.
picture perfect it's going to be.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
So gorgeous. Did you draw my mother on this? Oh my goodness. All right, you are about halfway through your time. Can you believe it? Time flies when you're having fun. Wow.
Wow.
Let's see.
I haven't seen the music.
No,
Someone's on the track. Okay.
On
I've
the
seen
hunt?
them. Wait, right there. Country Games Kid. Terror, trauma, no more mama.
There you go. And you had about 20 seconds left.
There you go.
Nicely
Isn't it
done.
beautiful?
Actually, I've seen worse. I've drawn worse. That actually was really
I've
good.
always drawn worse. It's just
I'm actually impressed that you didn't even have to like really go out of your way to show like no mama or something. It was like just putting Tattletale on was
Well,
good.
I was going for the scene because, like, when they're saying that, like, there's the
a
up
bunch
on the
of them.
counter and
Yeah,
there's the one
that's
on the
true.
floor, and like I started out with their eyes little, and then I made it wider, and I put some squiggly lines, like So
I
maybe
do-
that worked. Maybe it didn't.
I do think the indicator of letting people know that I wrote lines and
Yeah.
stuff helps.
Yeah.
That way they're not just. All right, it's AJ's turn again.
Oh baby, I love you. You guys hear me like say, "Are you drawing my mother on here?" I was like, "That's a little close to giving something away."
I was like, do I look
you
at
have
you?
Do we? If we all just play it off like it's entirely just a joke and there is no.
Maltonio says, I thought it was the stink at first. How dare you?
You know, it was a good picture.
Justice for the stink.
Ah!
What have you done?
Oh, this one's gonna. Oh. Okay, hold on. I gotta like.
Boy.
This one, I think we got our first failure coming up, but you know, I'll do my best.
You have
You guys do your best.
60 whole seconds.
Oh, that's all I need. All I need to not get it.
All right.
Oh, good.
Careful, the easel's not very good to begin with.
You mentioned that. All right.
All right. And 3, 2, 1, draw.
I see what you're going for.
Sorry, she drawn better. I'm not trying to make this so bad.
It's like a paralysis demon at the moment, but
There, you guys get.
So someone's on the right track. They're on the right track. Okay.
all right. I see another person on the right track.
They're on the right track, but they don't have a. Oh, right there, right there. Lehman Knight. I want to play some co-op. I'm great at friendly fire.
Woo! Thank you. How close were we to failing that?
You were about 4 seconds away.
Oh man! Thank you,
The
Lemonade.
thing is, they're on a delay, so like even if the timer stopped, I would just tell you to stop drawing and then see if they could guess it within like the
Yeah,
next
that's
15
probably how it
seconds.
should work. Since they're on a delay.
Yeah.
Woo! You know, I thought your makeup was bad.
What are you talking about?
He's
Is
stunning.
this the Hamburglar? What am I looking at?
No.
What is
Frame
this
it.
thing?
Frame it hanging on the wall. It goes right here.
Let me grab the next sheet here. I was like, this musical wasn't even watched. We're doomed.
What are you talking about?
Man.
All I know is that our chat
tight.
is very talented because
I know.
none of us has lost a point yet.
They really watch the videos, it turns out.
Yeah.
So it's my turn to lose us a point. Where's the jar?
marker.
It is right here.
Oh man.
It's giving me some anxiety.
Do you need ice cream
Yes.
and cake?
Great.
Oh
party
jeez.
hat?
I'd like that. You can do it. I believe in you. You got this. It's just a lot. It's a lot.
Are you ready?
I can't. My brain.
All right.
Got this.
And-
They're incredible. I believe in them, even if I don't believe in you.
3, 2, 1, draw.
Like, honestly, I don't know what it would take to trick them. I feel like our audience is really, really sharp. Like,
was gonna
they have
say.
an incredible, like, depth of knowledge of random encounters stuff. So, like, we'd have to do it, like, an extra bad job
I'm working on it.
to really, like, throw them off the course.
This is not the direction I thought you were going with this information.
I feel like this is, like, you're getting tilted now. You're like, ah! It's going off the rails. It's getting a little out of control now.
All right.
You got 20 whole beautiful seconds to work with
All right,
still.
so somebody has the right direction. One person that I have seen. Okay, another person in the right direction, wrong line.
It's like the right direction is putting down the marker and quitting. 3,
no.
2, 1.
All right, stop
No
drawing.
drawing. How did we go?
Oh, it's bad.
I feel
It's
like I
bad.
keep reading some of these things out loud. These shrooms are delicious. Ted's friends with a sock.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Wait, why is there an
Ira, look a
eyeball?
brother
I
up.
tried to draw more, but it didn't help.
Neff saved you. Neff got throw her in the nugget game.
Neff, how did you get
It was
it?
supposed to be like a cave
I see
with
it
the
now.
nuggets next to it.
I thought that was an eyeball. It's a drawing. This is the
That was
perfect.
last. I drew that after.
This is
It
perfect for
is-
that. Like, that's not an eyeball.
Oh, it's so
But
bad.
the cave is what did it. A lot of people just flooded in with throw her in the nugget game. So good job, everybody. You got it just in the nick of
It's so
time.
bad.
Time of death, picture of an eyeball. You know, you had heart, and like I said, they came through. So no matter how rough we are.
I just love that, like, I feel like most of the other times it's been unanimous that everyone's on the same page. This time was, like, people were trying a lot of different
was a
musicals in a
spread
lot
shot.
of different places. There's even
One of these has to connect.
somebody did the Bullies line from Baldy's camping trip. He took all but one or whatever.
Oh, yeah. He was a little
Okay. Gwen.
Oh, shoot. It's my turn.
That's right. You want to run the timer
Yeah,
again?
I got the time.
Are there good ones in here?
No.
They're all kind of bad.
They're all from random encounters. They're not good. Every one of them is a stinker. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is a special one, I guess.
Gwen's soul is leaving her body. Hey, same advice.
All right.
Show me what
Encounters in the chat are excellent at this.
Ah,
We're
okay.
very poor.
Ah, okay.
You got it. You of all people have got this. You killed the one with Mama, so. All right.
I killed Mama.
You killed Mama. Here we go. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Come back. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. It's going to be so quick, so easy. It's just a pro in her natural habitat. This is an art channel now. This is one of those, like, draw my lives. See? Gwen's life. This is how she feels right now. Accurate depiction. This is like Gwen any day before like 11:30 in the morning or something. Before like a can of Mountain Dew or a chicken nugget or something. Huh.
I don't know how to make this look like anything.
It's,
I see somebody on the right track.
this is not the direction I thought you were gonna go. This is a. You got 15 seconds.
Right there.
Oh,
Okay, 3 people got it in a row.
nice.
Anthony Sub, Blue Chimp, and Cy the Bard, basically back to back. Kiss your friend's dead face.
Nice
you.
work. Good
And then a
job.
bunch of people
What
got.
did you expect me to draw?
I honestly thought you were gonna draw Mark like kissing a dead person, and that would be enough to be like that. To me, that shot is iconic. Like Mark.
How do you
crouched
draw
him.
Mark?
Well, he's scarred. He's got dark hair, and
All right, well now you know what AJ would have done. You
he's
missed
got torn
out
sleeves.
on a beautiful AJ drawn fan art of Mark.
I'm pretty sure I
From me,
storyboarded
you
that
got
shot at some point.
this.
And, yeah,
Okay, we're gonna get
not what I
a
thought.
drawing from AJ now.
It was not like too much for them though. Like you said, 3 of them, and I think you still had like 15, 16 seconds by the time we had that many people get it right. So, good on you. Good on you. Good on you. Man, since the Nugget Cave, now I just want chicken nuggets. And kiss my friend's dead face.
After this, we'll have some art critics come in and judge our art.
Perfect. Oh, right. Sorry.
There's not many left, so probably just go to the bucket's gone.
Yeah, sure.
Probably.
I mean, they're getting them so quickly. I don't know if there's a right way to get the right response to this one. I know what I have to do. I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Well,
I will do my very best, and I will plead and pray and hope that you guys fill it in. You ready to try it?
all right. And 3, 2, 1, drop. All right. There's a drawing happening,
That's right. I like watching it show up on the
Yeah,
screen.
right?
right? I haven't seen the right musical yet.
Uh-oh.
I've seen some interesting ones. Ah! Wow!
Are you
Right off the
guessing?
bat, Tribute 9 to 11. Ganondorf.
Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna just try to kind of make Ganondorf, and hope someone just goes with it.
It was leaning toward Man from the Window before that.
Man from the Window.
I'm also going to do a
got big
retroactive
teeth.
here. Noticed Samuel Doherty did apparently get Kiss Your Friend's Dead Face pretty early on, but we missed it. Neff confirmed that they got it.
Nice.
So I'm going to
Well
shout
done.
you out too. Good job.
Hey.
Sorry we missed
I
it.
had
It's
even
hectic
more
to keep track
time.
of.
Well, there you go. I was concerned about that one, but
I'm
Guess
not
I had nothing
really
to worry
sure
about.
how they got that one because I was confused.
I mean, it was just turning into Ganondorf kind of dancing, but
Yeah.
I didn't know what else to like help sell it. What I could do was try to make 3 of him. Like,
Okay. So we still haven't lost any points, right?
That's what it sounds like.
All right, let's get no lost points. That's our goal today. No lost points.
all
No
right.
lost points.
I'm gonna- While he gets this one ready, I'm going to pull another one out. And hate my decisions, I'm sure.
Amazing.
It's my own fault. I wrote all these.
You did.
Oh, that's not what I want to do.
This is like, couldn't we celebrate someone else's birthday who has easier ones to guess?
I mean, we can try that.
Like, I feel like
Somebody-
Mark is on like 12 or 13 years. Matt Pat had 12 or 13 years. Completionist, I think, is at like, come on. He wants to battle, I think, might be at like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Celebrate somebody else's birthday from now on, June 7th.
Okay, this is what we're doing.
Oh. I mean, it's an interesting one. I'll be fascinated to see how you do it.
Okay.
All right, and 3, 2, 1, go.
Like Samuel Dougherty's suggestion. I hope one just says where. I wouldn't even know what to draw for that. Where? Is Enos looking confused?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's see it.
Not the right musical yet.
How are we doing on time so far?
He's got less than half of his time left, but it's great. We're doing great.
I got
Lacey Durr!
it. Lacey Durr found it. Nice job.
Lacey Durr said, I think I found your glue.
Well played.
Do you like my neighbor?
I love your neighbor.
No, actually, he's fun.
Something unique.
I like him. His mustache is intense.
You know.
It's good. It was good.
Oh my goodness.
There's no stopping them. They're on fire. You're on fire, everyone.
Am I really on fire?
I was like, yeah, I should
stop, drop, and roll.
I should be concerned if they're on fire, but I'm not. They have this. There really aren't that many left. Okay.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
So
Enough for each of us.
I didn't
Do it
even
two more
plan that.
times?
I didn't even plan that.
Except I have to go 3 more times.
Don't you?
One, and
Oh,
then
you're right,
two.
because this is your. Yeah.
It's my round.
You're right. It is your round. Are you happy with your choice?
Is this a good one? I did this really fast, so.
Excellent. Oh, I think you've got this one.
Oh, he thinks I've got this one. I
I've
need a
never
marker.
seen such an easy one to
need
draw.
a marker. And
Woo! All right, get your thinking caps on. You might need them on this. Here you go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I believe in you, Gwen, and I believe in you even more, audience.
I'm waiting for it to show up on the.
Oh, interesting.
wow, I can draw.
I think you've got this.
He thinks I've got this.
Yeah.
I can't.
You've had everything so far. Well in hand.
Oh, right there. Tribute 9-2-11 again. Finagle this cheese.
Well played. That was literally 30 seconds in.
It's like Abraham Lincoln with a handkerchief.
It does look I barely see the cheese going on here, but
Well, there's an arrow pointing to
it's
the
like some
cheese.
impressionistic cheese. It's got this like sick shading going on the outsides of it or something.
It's cheese attempting to leave this
The realm.
dimension.
Yeah, it's like if you vibrate the cheese hard enough, it like
That's really the definition of finagling the cheese.
Translates
I don't
into
think you knew
subspace.
that. We're trying to send it into an alternate realm where it can cheese
The real
elsewhere.
Ooh, I like using the word yes, cheese as a verb. There we go. All right. Here's your Professor Layton picture. Keep that nice and safe.
We'll
The
see
cheese
what
was finagled.
great piece of art AJ gets to make next.
Ah! All right. Ah, I think this one right here.
I don't know what he just made a face about.
Well,
Oh.
so there's that. Huh.
Are you ready to draw what was on this card?
Are you ready to guess what was on that card?
All right.
We'll see what happens.
3, 2, 1, draw. Someone says they're assuming we're selling these pictures for $1,000 a piece. Yes.
I'm doing too much work.
Well, do less then.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Um, not seen anyone get to the right musical yet. Nope. Oh my. Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Somebody wear this underwear!
Lamanite. Yep, Lamanite got it. Senpai wore this underwear. I like
Okay,
that
don't look at
name.
that anymore.
I love the guesses on this. We've got, were you looking up my skirt? We're a teeny bop battalion. Have a friggin' cupcake.
You guys are reaching so far.
Neff did get to the right musical too. There he is, my one and only senpai.
Oh,
Beautiful.
sorry, Gwen. This is a terrible looking Gwen. That's those aren't mine for the Elsa battle. I was gonna work on Gwen still. She got room to improve still. I should have just made arrows or something, but I didn't I got self-conscious. I'm like, this is already a weird picture.
Someone just said, I love these new random encounters NFTs.
That's right. Only, how much do people charge for an NFT?
$1,000.
$100,000, $200,000.
100 Bitcoin.
Horrifying things drawn in 4 seconds.
We only accept Dogecoin.
Ah, yes.
Our NFTs
My
can only be bought with
preferred.
Dogecoin.
Our preferred.
Oh,
Financial.
goodness gracious. I'm glad you had to draw that one and not me.
I was like, ooh boy.
Oh, I can do that one, I think.
Get this art laminated. No, we will not. It's
Oh,
not worth the paper
excellent.
it's drawn on.
I think you got this
Oh
one.
yeah, totally.
Yeah. This is a great one for you.
I love this.
Nate's confident. You can see it.
All right, 3, 2,
Not gonna be good still, but
1, draw.
We need one of these like time-lapse art channel thing. Nate like trying to draw on a like wiggling paper surface. Yeah, take this art channels. We can do these like 4-hour sketches as well. I'm like, what? I'll be honest, if I didn't know, I would be going in a completely different direction with this one.
All right. People are on the right track.
I see it.
Neff got it. I will hug a moose.
so bad.
I
I'm
was gonna
sorry.
say, we had a whole bunch of people that were onto the hugging.
Yeah, and also
trend.
a bunch of people got hug a moose after that. Sammy Thist,
Yeah.
Mackenzie Myers.
Yeah, so depending on their internet, a lot of people could have won.
Oh,
that one,
everybody's
actually.
got I will hug a
Yeah.
moose now.
Yeah, the moose is. At first, I was like, dumpster hag? Like, my prayers have been answered.
You know, I never promised quality.
Quality was not our recipe. Hey, careful. These are
Oh, that's
expensive
right, my
drawings.
Expensive.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
We need
will,
to sell these later or something. Actually, I do want to take a picture of them and put them on like social media. I think it'd be fun to
We'll
like,
probably take the best of them.
What if we shame us with them? You have to hold it.
Oh, so we hold the worst of them.
I want to like do it like black and white and like have like a quote from us about like the meaning of it. It's like the depths of my soul during the evils of capitalism.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, man.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't take enough art history to actually do
I have
that.
one.
Oh, you have
Got
one
one
already.
Gwen's ahead of us.
My bad. I haven't looked at it yet. It could be like.
Tell if this is a good one, okay? This is a good one? It's a good one.
Not a good one. Not a good one.
It's definitively not a good one. You got it. You're fine. You're fine. They're gonna get it in like 2 seconds.
No, they're not.
Sure they are.
The Minty Lemon wants to know when this art will be available on shirts at the merch store.
The same time the apostrophe cot shows up.
I mean, they practically have it already in the chat without you drawing anything. They're just that good. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! All right. 60 seconds till the end of my life. I'm gonna draw something and hope it looks better than my wife's.
Rude.
It won't. Hers have been actually really good. Oh boy.
Oh, that's a problem. Ignore that.
Hey, you can't use words.
Uh-oh. I'm not sure what happened there.
Something bad happened.
You got about 30 seconds. Not to rush you or anything. Just so you can prioritize a little if you need. How's the chat figuring? They got it pinned down yet?
No.
No.
Gwen, they can't see you're covering the picture.
Ah! But keep drawing. But don't cover the picture. But keep drawing.
Oh my goodness.
You got
I
10
don't-
seconds. add something critical.
I've seen the right musical.
5.
Oh, right there. Tribute 9-11 again.
Really?
Get back here, P Stain.
Wow. How did you get? Oh, that is okay. I can kind of tell it's a cat. It looks a little like a weird stink, like not a cat, like a
stink
something
line?
Smells bad. Yeah, from something. Yeah.
I did my best.
That was unusually low for you.
Unusually low effort.
Your best is usually a little bester than that.
All right.
You know, didn't have to be.
This is my best.
No, your Tattletale one though, that one is actually frame worthy. That one's really good. This one,
You don't like
this
my
one is
tea
good,
stain?
but I like the Tattletale one.
Hey man, your master money looks pretty good.
Well, just for
It
that,
reminds me of the guy on the fridge.
this NFT is costing 2,000.
Oh, because I dissed it.
Dogecoin.
It's worth more.
All right, you got one more in you, everyone.
One more, we can do it.
One more.
Get back here, you pea stain.
Pick the good one.
I don't think I did. No, I did not. I did not. This is not-
I figured that was a hard
Oh.
one.
Apparently, Joseph Does Random Things got that one right away.
Oh,
Really?
I must have
I
missed
said it, but I didn't know how to spell it, so it must have been a little bit.
Well, good on you as well.
Well played. Then all of my making fun of Gwen's art was for nothing.
No,
Apparently.
make fun of me.
Had it right away. It was obvious from the
so
beginning.
Literally, someone at Disneyland this trip told me to do better, be better, be better. I was not better.
He's a member of the First Order, okay? Like, he literally is trying to blow up planets.
They
So
told
if he
me
wants Gwen to
be
do
better.
to be better, he wants your destructive capabilities to be better.
It's my new life tagline though now. Be better.
Be better. Be better. Gwen, be better.
All right, AJ.
I don't really know how to do this one, so I'm sorry. Just reach, guys. Throw it at the wall, see what sticks.
All right,
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, draw.
Okay, I imagine this is gonna.
Someone told us to frame these on the walls. We do not have the wall space. There's too many of these now. Interesting.
I don't remember.
Evil Stanley.
I think it's the first one we're not going to.
Rhythm thief.
That is the first one we're not.
Cat and Books got it. I
Really?
hate every color but red.
How did you get that?
I don't think that character has glasses.
Oh, Casey didn't have glasses,
Yeah.
did he?
They got it.
Wow.
Good job, you got it still.
Good on you.
But, yeah,
Yeah,
I was
for
like,
some reason I
that
was
character
like-
does not have glasses.
I completely forgot. I mean, I was like, he looks too much like the medic to start with, so.
What is this?
Wow.
It's from
Pokemon University. I hate every color but red.
He's
I
holding
was like,
the
first of all, I
the
can't even
pens.
write. I can't
It's a
make
good thing
pens.
Gwen didn't get this one.
Yeah.
I have had TF2 on the brain apparently, and I literally thought this was a line from our last musical.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe Engineers Are Your Friends.
Sure, yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
I don't know where we're going with this.
Yeah, man.
Casey Dwyer says, "Wow, is that me?"
Yeah, don't you see there?
It's you.
Hey, but Casey does wear
Hey, thanks for
glasses
joining.
sometimes, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Casey himself
suddenly I'm
occasionally
like,
wears glasses.
suddenly I'm like, Casey has glasses, right?
Unless Casey's about to correct me too, but I picture him with glasses.
I'm like, so I've known Casey for years, and so you'd think this is like, but I haven't seen Casey in a hot minute. So, but I don't know, like, I was thinking about so many other professors and stuff, and I just like jumped to the conclusion, glasses.
This is the kind of
I
thing
was
that
also like,
needs
necktie? Don't
this
remember
one
his
needs
necktie.
like, it's like an inspirational poster. It's like red.
It's beautiful.
I hate it or something.
Yeah, it's true. There we go.
Somebody else says they thought it was Dr. Hottie at first.
Dr. Hottie, I can see it. Yeah.
There.
I was like, did Casey have a necktie in the musical? I don't remember. Like, there were so many I'm not sure's going on in this one.
Oh my goodness.
Which is funny because that one did pretty well in the Battle Royale. So
It did.
we almost got to see some Pokemon University cutting through to the finals.
All right, let's get my last masterpiece going here. Disaster piece.
Your last disaster
That's
piece.
about accurate.
Which means Gwen is.
You get no option.
I get no
You're
option.
forced to take whatever's left.
Oh no, I have the fortune cookie curse.
Yeah, that's right. The last fortune will be yours. The little misfortune will be yours. Uh-oh. You can do it. You
It's
got
just
it.
gonna be bad.
No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be excellent. You're gonna kill it.
All right.
Ready?
All right.
Sure.
Oh, it's a chat down here.
3, 2, 1, draw. Oh yes, excellent drawing. I can't see it yet on the screen, but I'm sure.
Oh,
it's
they got
wonderful.
it. I'm kidding. Sorry. They're working on it.
Oh, nice, nice.
I'm sure they're seconds away. Several
Wow.
seconds away.
This is bad.
They're trying. They're giving it their all.
They are. But Samothist says, "How about a haircut?"
Well played. Well
That
played.
is the worst. It looks like Mr. Hot more than Glitch
Yeah,
Trap.
considering literally everybody else was on
Yeah.
Mr. Hop, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
That almost
here.
felt like a stray shot. Somebody's like, I'm just gonna wing it. Same with this is just like, let's try
Oh,
one here.
this
IV007
beautiful
and Inverse Sky also got it just a little bit after that, and so did Matilda Tidwell.
masterpiece. A masterpiece.
I have seen worse though. I've probably drawn worse.
All right,
There
Nate,
you
you
go.
know what's left. How
I don't
screwed
remember
am I?
what's left.
Yeah, Nate's not gonna
I
remember.
jotted these down like super fast, so like I barely remember half of them.
All right, the final prompt from the jar.
Final prompt.
We want
It's
to
this
see.
one.
We want to see your reaction.
It's this
Go out
one.
and read it here quietly in front of everybody, so we can assess your face. Figure out how horrible this is gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Oh my gosh.
that's gonna be
There's
a drawing. Hold on a second. Let me get your clock going. Okay, here's the last one, which it's about 6 o'clock, so made good time. Last round, everybody. Are you all ready? Gwen, are you ready? You look ready. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. The urgency with which the marker flies across the paper. Ripples of ink spattering everywhere. What am I looking at? Okay. Here you go, 45 seconds. Chat is concocting. their
Monica
theories.
got it.
Hey, Monica, right off the bat. Happiness to the corpse.
You know, I feel like I've seen multiple people spamming this one repeatedly, hoping it would be it. Like I feel like I've seen Malcolm say it like 6 times.
Happiness to the corpse. Happiness to the corpse. Yeah, anything.
This
to be happiness
time
to the
it
corpse,
was
try it.
happiness to the corpse.
There you go. I actually like they had to wait until the very end to get this one. But that was good, actually. Her hat is so cute. I love it. Also,
Her leg
this
is
little
broken.
leg.
Her
No,
leg is broken.
it's cute leg. She's cute legging. It's like getting kissed and also throwing confetti on a corpse. Same part of your brain lights up, same leg lift. That's how it works. It was great. You did great. You did great.
All right.
Same part of your brain lights up.
Ignore what I said. It's great.
Oh.
You did a
Well,
great
that's
job.
that game.
Hey, and you guys did great too. Well done.
You know, there's
Nice
no
job.
winners and there's no losers because we got all the points.
I really didn't expect that. I thought there were gonna be, especially like some of those were kind of. Our art was not great.
Our art was 100% not great.
Wasn't
but
great.
They all loved it and want it on mugs and T-shirts and pillows and throw
They
blankets.
say that now,
I've
but as
been
soon as it's in
seeing
the
it.
store, no one's buying it. I know how this works because we put good stuff in the store. People don't want that either. So, here, I'll take that chair.
Oh, it looks like a couple people may have been missed that they got that phrase earlier too.
What? You mean a bunch of people were? I'll be honest, like, when you play games on YouTube streaming and the game is whoever answers first, everybody's connection is different, and so it shows up in different orders.
It can.
Yeah, so
but-
apologies. I know we've tried this with, like, trivia before, and people have argued about whose was actually first, and you have to just kind of, like, the moderators will say, this is who I
What
saw
matters
first.
is that you
and-
got it as
Yeah,
a
people
team.
I was gonna say
screenshot
that's why
it.
we were the ones collecting points, not you all.
That's
It
right.
was about giving us points for our drawings.
Hey, pats on the back for us. Yay.
Well, now what?
I assume it is either time for a different game or Q&A.
A different game.
We
Do I
also
ask
have a
Well,
again?
we have a not game to play at some
We
point
have a
too.
not game to play.
Yeah,
we also have this. We can.
Hey,
We
let's
have
do
more
this.
patrons.
more Patreon people.
We
Dump them in.
got-
Dump them in.
Sammy Fist.
Happy birthday, Sammy Fist.
Kevin Orfield.
Happy birthday, Kevin Orfield. Another long time.
Jake Owens.
Happy birthday, Jake Owens. Welcome to the Warp Pipe.
Squeebers.
Happy birthday, Squeebs. Into the Warp Pipe.
Andrew Baldwin.
Happy birthday, Andrew Baldwin.
And SDC Hawks.
Happy birthday,
Thank you for supporting the
Is that
channel.
going
Thank you for being part of our Patreon. If you are interested in being part of our Patreon, you can, of course, sign up at the link below. It is $1 a month to support us and help us make new musicals.
costs $1.
And you get to see behind the scenes things, which means you know about the musicals before anybody else does. You also just help us keep a consistent flow of money, which is very nice.
Because everybody needs more money.
That's what I can. How many references do we jam in like one spiel? I think we should update our Patreon video at some point and use those clips. I think it'd be a good idea.
Also, just to clarify, because we are not going to be consistently doing replayed anymore, we only do it for special events. This particular perk of having your name read and put into the warp pipe.
Pipe. It's a pipe.
Pipes.
It's called a pipe.
Will not be continuing after the stream. That's why everyone who donated for this month is going into the warp pipe during this stream. But we will be filling in with something else. Have we decided on what yet?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got something else for them to be thrown into. It's dungeon. We put people in a dungeon.
I hope you provided your address.
It doesn't ship. You have to ship yourself to our dungeon. I was wondering if it's time to do a little tier list.
A little
tier list.
Tier list. You know, to celebrate, I like that walk through memory lane of seeing what we've done over the last year. But then I also like judging. So I figure tier list does both at the same time.
I see. Are there
So-
parameters for our judging, or do I just get to be as judgy as possible?
Well, the audience is going to be helping us. So
Hello,
like
audience.
you guys are kind of the final say, let's be real.
I suppose I should sit down and get ready to do some typing.
Yeah, whatever you guys decide, I'll sit down too. Whatever tiers you all decide. Oh, Nate, we got to turn your audio up. Sorry.
There's audio.
He's going to have audio so we can hear him on the microphone.
Okay.
Hopefully you can hear him
There.
on the microphone. I'll sit in his chair.
Hello.
Okay. So, tier lists.
You just wanted to be further away from me.
No, I wanted the screen to be symmetrical.
The chat wants to know if they're helping or hindering. I
What?
think you're helping.
Yeah.
I think there's helping happening.
I mean, we're biased about the musicals, right? We made them, we're in them, so it's really
Yes.
easy for us to form certain, opinions. But you guys are the final say. You're the ones that watch them, you're the ones that make them succeed or fail. And so ultimately the tier list is based on what you decide the musicals deserve to be in. S tier being the highest, D tier being the lowest. There is no F. Nothing on Random Encounters is
I
F
assume people can
worthy.
hear me over here. Maybe.
Maybe F plus.
Let me know in the
worthy.
chat if you can hear Nate.
Yeah. Nate, keep giving us a little feed.
Am I bringing this up now or
Sure.
like I didn't plan for?
Oh, that's right. We're gonna be off camera a little bit, but that's fine.
Well, I'm gonna do this,
Hey, we're not off
but
camera.
I need to adjust that so that it's not
Okay, they
In
can hear
the
Nate.
top.
That's fine.
blocking it.
Yeah.
This. It's weird.
I mean, you just put us down in the bottom corner
Okay.
instead. But
So we are rating our musicals that we made this year.
yeah, only this year. We're not. I
There's
say
a lot
this year,
of
the 12th
musicals
year.
otherwise. We're celebrating our 12th
Yeah,
year.
we're not gonna do this for like the next 4 hours.
So I believe the furthest back we're going is Disgaea 6 complete.
Yeah, the first one after our last birthday in June last year was Disgaea 6, the complete musical. So we are going to mention where we would put these musicals on our own. What do you want to call it? Categories. So we talked about Gwen mentioning
Yes.
on costuming.
So I will be examining my work, so to speak.
Yeah,
You will be examining,
the music side of course.
of course.
That's
and
my involvement.
Nate, you are rating.
I don't know. What am I doing?
Acting.
Acting.
Performances. You know, the other important part that goes into making these. Did we do a good job being the characters? Or even if the characters are just fun to be. But ultimately, you guys decide where they go. We're just kind of offering our input
So am
on
I
those.
supposed to like film
elements.
this? Oh, they're doing it. Okay. Gotcha.
You have to move them still, so you're going to have to open. Yeah, based on where they choose to put them.
I didn't know if I was supposed to be hiding it and like filling it out myself.
No, I don't think so.
No,
Okay.
we're gonna fill it in based on what they say.
We didn't talk
So-
too much about this. Sorry.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
So, do you
This
want me
is
to
just drag and
make?
drop? I assume.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which one are we discussing first?
Just go chronologically. Is that the way to go?
Chronologically, so we're starting at Disgaea 6.
Sure. All right.
Oh, I should also clarify. Our poll options only have 4 options, which means I will be doing A, B, C, and D. If you believe it is an S tier musical, vote it as an A, and if I see an overwhelming amount of A's, I will ask you
Maybe.
guys if it should be an S.
There you go.
And then we'll discuss from
Yeah,
there.
but it would have to be pretty unanimous, I think, to reach S tier. So we'll see. We'll see how they go. All right. So that first one, Disgaea 6, the complete musical. Nate, go ahead. You chime in first about our performances as the characters.
Performances as the character.
I'm like, you're not in it, so you're actually a very
okay.
unbiased source to talk about this.
Let's go with a D.
Hey, wait a second. You have to give us the rationale too, as
Yeah,
you're deciding where you'd put it.
A B.
A B. Okay, explain yourself.
I don't know much about these characters because you guys played the game more than I did.
That's fair.
But I feel like you embodied it well. But I feel like Ivar's not the most interesting character.
Huh?
Personally.
What?
Oh, snap.
Sorry.
Insert the Ivar crying
I
and
feel like
blow
this
his
is
nose.
a case of like everybody only gets so much of a moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
There's
true.
so many characters in a musical,
Yeah,
so they kind of get watered down.
yeah,
Which I
that
do
might be
feel
true.
like was vaguely reflective of the game because a lot of the characters don't talk to each other that much. Like there's cutscenes where they a little bit interact, but it is mostly like they have their flowery scene or whatever, and they don't do a lot of bumping off each other, which I think is maybe.
I would temper that and say they have a ton of character packed in, but they
Yes.
don't get a lot of story beats each. They're kind of there just to support each other for their part of the story. So I think, honestly, we did a good job with that, with the musical being like, you get a song, it's your story moment. The other characters get to be themselves, but they're not really going to solve your problem or do something critical. They're just there because they're fun to see interact. Okay, so Nate would put it in a B for acting.
Yeah, I think I would leave it in a B for costuming in as well.
Yeah?
I want to put it in an A. I really, really do.
So why don't you?
Because there were some missing elements on a variety of characters. that I
Peori's
think-
belt, man. Keeps me up at night thinking about it.
Peori's belt skirt situation. She also has this like neck piece that did not appear at all. I had plans to do it and it didn't fit right the morning of, and so we just trashed it rather than have it look really bizarre.
She still looked really bizarre, thankfully.
There were some cloaks missing. There were some interesting shoe choices.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fair.
I want to put it in an A, but for the level of effort
Yeah.
and pieces created, I
Okay.
feel like I would lean toward an A, but I'll leave it in B. I'll leave it in B.
I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to say I think I want it in an A for the music because there's a lot of music in there, okay? And we didn't have much time to do that music, and I think we actually did a great job both with tunes and with lyrics. I think those songs are memorable, they're very accurate to the characters, and they're just fun. Enough fun that we uploaded them, like extended versions of them separately.
It's true.
And let me just say, it took extra work to shorten the songs down for the musical and find natural, like, splitting points or endings and stuff like that, and then to re-extend them again later. So, I think it deserves an A for that. There you go. Just my 2 cents, though.
I'm looking at the number of viewers versus the number of votes, and I think there's enough that you could swing this in a different direction, so I'm going to give you a little bit more time to vote here.
Oh, so it's time for the audience to choose the final slot this is actually going in. Popularly, people have been putting it in a B right now, right? But I still think an A
AJ's
was...
pushing for an A. Me and Nate are
For
saying
my
B.
element, I understand the logic, but I think from a music standpoint, I think it could fit into an A. I think there was a lot of hard work that went into it, and if nothing else, vouching for giving it an A, I think was worth doing. So.
Yeah.
But this is where the audience pulls the rug out from under me. It's like, F plus,
F is not an option.
plus. It's at least a C plus, right?
That's right.
But at least it's a C plus.
All right. I'm not really seeing the percentages budge, even though I am seeing some more votes come in.
All right.
So I think I'm going to call it here.
So it's definitive. The audience has decided.
I think the audience is fairly consistent.
Okay.
So we have 46% of people say it belongs in the B category.
46. Okay.
30% did say A.
Ooh.
15% said C, 8% said D. So I think B is a very
Okay.
easy
It's
place
moderate.
to put this.
For disguise.
D for disguise.
All right.
Demerits is a thing from Disgaea. Okay.
I'm just trying to remember. what
So
comes
moving on
next.
chronologically goes to Monster in Your Head.
It does. You're right.
I called it Monster.
Monster.
You know, if we could say FNAF and it's FNAF, then we could say Monster and it's Monster. Monster in Your Head. Who wants to kick us off?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the costuming is S. Like, I'm really sorry, but I don't think there is a better Vanny that was possible to have on screen for this. It moved great. It looked great.
Oh, I get shivers watching some of the shots.
It was phenomenal. I think the security guard costume was what a security guard costume should be. Obviously, we also had the bear suit back in a less damaged capacity than usual. I think that it's just S tier costuming.
Does that mean I'm gonna put it up here for now?
Everyone can see it. You know, not to spoil anything about that, but it should have been even less damaged. We accidentally did not buy a fresh bear suit, and I think
It's
according to
true.
the story, we were using a bear suit that was damaged about from Web of Lies when it should have been pre-Ground Zero level damage. So it doesn't change anything how much I like the video though. Musically, I'm gonna C.
What?
I like it, but I feel like it wasn't ambitious enough. I could have done a lot more. I'm just calling it like I see it. I think there was a lot that could have been done with it that I didn't. It is a little bit repetitive. You backing me up on this, Nate?
I've said to Gwen on multiple occasions, I believe, I don't actually like this song at all. It's slow and boring to me and kind of uninteresting.
How does the Angry Birds song stack up with
That song is just grating, but it's also got that repetitive nature though.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. I will always go on record of being like fun, goofy, comical, wacky songs are more interesting to me than the darkness and I'm being manipulated and my soul. And
there's some good stuff in there. There really is. I like to think I don't put out anything that's actually like garbage, but I just don't see it as this S. I think you should move it right now down to a show where I would put it in the C.
Oh.
For the music.
Oh.
The music. Yeah, that Disgaea musical versus Five Nights at Freddy's. Huh.
Ouch.
Nate, performance-wise, where would you locate this?
I would probably put it performance-wise, I feel like, at maybe an A.
Oh.
Like, they all do a great job acting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ash does excellent as Vanny the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And, Anna, I was like blanking on her name for a second there. Sorry.
Anna has a twin.
Anna does a really good job of making you feel bad for her when phone guy comes in and screams.
Oh, right.
It's all solid performances.
And David King does a great job screaming as phone guy.
That's right.
So
like, I think all the performances and the character interactions are good. I just don't care. I would like it more if it was a narrative and not just a song.
if the song, was actually characters like performing like what happens in the scene. Yo, Trash and the Gang really stealing the scene though. They're like S tier acting. Everybody else did their best, but just couldn't quite compete with, Mr. Hugs, the vacuum cleaner.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so it's time for you guys though to decide where does this go from tier A to tier D, and if enough of you believe it's A tier, maybe it'll sneak its way to an S. Who knows?
All right, I've already got, I think, a majority of the votes in. We're going to let a couple more trickle in here, but I'm thinking I see where this is going.
We've never done a tier list like this before. This is the first time we've ever done it in 12 years. And I've seen other people do it. It always looks fun, so I'm glad we get a chance to do it with you guys today.
I'm shunning you.
Why? Just because she's taking it so personal that I rated my own music in a C.
I love this song. This is such a good song.
I mean, if I never rate anything as lower than a B, then I'm actually saying that B is terrible. And I don't think B is terrible. I don't even think C is terrible. I think C is good.
All right. I am going to call it here.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
What does that mean the audience is...
Wow. Will you let me click this or not, computer?
No.
YouTube is like, you can't close this poll, not until I've given it.
Okay,
My
so
own
the
votes.
chat gave an overwhelming A, well, a 65% A,
Ooh.
which is definitively higher than everything else. The next highest was a 19% for B,
Mm.
but I'm thinking that's still probably not enough to move to an S tier. I feel like 65 is low for an S.
I would say, yeah. I mean, if you're like in school, a 65 is like barely passing.
But it is passing, and that's why I'm like, to get 65, like on
Yeah,
Rotten
but it's
Tomatoes,
also-
that would be certified fresh,
Yeah,
right?
but
Or is
you
it?
Well, it'd be fresh. Certified
Oh.
requires a number of top critics,
Well,
and our audience are not top critics.
of random
Okay.
encounters, they are.
I'm also seeing the chat kind of agree with me that this is a solid A musical, but it is not an S tier musical. So they're okay with leaving it. You rated the music a C. Why are you fighting for an S?
Just because I didn't do an S tier job doesn't mean everybody else didn't. All right, y'all can make your own choice, but you've heard where I stand. That
the chat-
C level music, S tier level production.
The chat is saying solid A, not an S, and they think the 70% mark is what we should ask for a
70%.
revote.
All right.
I mean, it was at 65, so we're asking for another 5% to say it's an A before we ask if it's an A or an S.
I would say anything above 65%.
So
so-
66 and over?
Yes. If it
Fine,
if it
66.
outdoes this, you know I was fighting for 65 to count as an S. So, and we're not even again.
All right,
so
well,
that's my
the chat
opinion.
has said solid A.
All right.
Solid A.
It is solid. Absolutely solid A. All right. The next project is the Pikachu song. I think this will be an interesting one to grade because, hey, kind of familiar. We've seen it before. We didn't even do some of the work on it.
I was going to say, there's no costuming, although I will tell you the artwork in the color schemes, the choices on how things move, the costuming on the characters at the end there where they're other little people, really fantastic. Like, very imaginative, very sweet, very in the pocket where you expect Pokemon to be.
And I would extend that to Ola's work too in the backgrounds.
Yes.
Like there's a ton of thought in both shape and color put in by both Marlene and Ola, working both on characters and the backgrounds. They joined forces to really get a synonymous like
They did.
feel for the entire thing. I think it really works.
I really appreciate that. I feel like everything about it is perfectly fit into a Pokemon world, even though it is not an exact replica of a Pokemon style.
So visually, we're gonna say aesthetically, where do you stylistically put?
I'm like teeter-totting between A and S. I think it is the very upper level of an A.
So that's an A.
I would say A.
That's an A.
Still.
I think the upper level of an A is still an A.
Okay, so I really like this one, but I'm gonna put it in a D because D, it is already an existing song, so I did not change the lyrics particularly much. The music, I am glad to have adapted something that was already superb and stellar because it was kind of based on work from somebody else and made an original thing. So very proud of those things. That said, I just still think there was a lot of room. I don't think I put in a range that was necessarily good for my Pikachu voice. I definitely like fumbled through some of the wording and stuff like that. So I'm probably getting into performance a little bit, unfortunately. And I don't know if performance is going to be animation by Marlene and a combination of like voice acting stuff. But either way. So yeah, I'm going to slip it down to a D.
Are you?
Sorry.
Did we accidentally cast you as like Simon Cowell and I didn't know?
I'm hard to impress. I've done this for 12 years, okay? I've made a lot of Random Encounters videos, and when it comes to the singing and music, I'm going to put that one on a D.
All right, Nate, where are you putting this?
Well, it's hard because it's like its character. I feel like I'm going to put it at a B. I think it's got good character. I think Pikachu has a lot of range of interesting facial expressions.
Oh, yeah.
He's very animated, as it were.
Shockingly
and
enough.
you feel bad for him at the end, and you feel super excited for him also at the end.
Yeah, sure.
Bursts into Incineroar's room. I feel like Marlene did an excellent job of giving this little rat, basically, a character.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and not just the same like that he is in like the anime or the games or something. Like our Pikachu, for having this whole song, is like he's like manic. He's like feverish and sweaty, but also likable for being those things.
He's sane and chill.
I would say that about him. It's time to open this up for the chat if you haven't already.
I have.
Oh, so they've been sounding off probably their own.
I generally
opinions.
open the thing after two of us have gone and whatever.
Okay.
So that while the third person is talking, people can.
They get a chance to sound in. Okay. Well, I hope that they don't take any of our comments too to heart if we disagree. Because I know, like, it's prone to happen. You're making a tier list. You're making it with, like, a group of people. It's like a community and a production team all trying to agree about exactly where in this, like, spectrum it goes.
It's true. And I think everyone has held on to their own opinions fairly well. I've seen a couple people be like, oh, okay, I understand why you say that, but I haven't heard anyone be like, oh, I'm
You're wrong.
changing my mind now
Oh,
because
interesting.
you told me this.
Sure.
There are a lot of people throwing out the phrase, you are your own worst critic.
I hear that.
A certain human.
I hear that sometimes, but all the same, especially if I'm gonna put something in like this D tier, that one might for that reason I could see it. Okay, get your votes in if you haven't. Gwen is
I'm gonna close it in just a second here because I haven't seen the percentages change much.
How many do we have? We got like 8 more or something.
Yeah, we should move this along a little bit, shouldn't we?
Sure. I mean, we got time. We only have like I think one other game we want to play still tonight. 2.
But we also have to reveal the
Battle Royale
Yes.
victor
Well,
and another announcement or
if
two.
we run long, then we'll.
Oh, horror of horrors, running
or
long.
We'll say that we're done and be like, we planned more things, but we'll save them for next year.
Sure.
All right. We have a poll closed. 44% said this is an A musical.
An A.
It is an A musical.
Ooh, hey,
25%
congratulations.
said B, 23% said C, 6% said D, which I think is our lowest D percentage.
Wow.
So should I be moving it up?
Yes.
Yes,
It goes
it's an A
up.
musical.
They get the final say.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not like our math doesn't really. It just sways them, maybe.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it can't overrule what they decide.
Okay.
All right, well there you go. Moving on to October, the first musical of October, that is.
Castlevania.
Castlevania the musical. I want to go first on this one.
Okay.
Go for it.
So y'all said I was being a harsh critic of myself, but I'm gonna put this one at an A. I feel really, really proud of Castlevania. Maybe it's just because it's not a genre of music I tend to listen to. This like almost electronica, opera, dubstep. Yeah, there are so many like influences of like going hard music, and I don't listen to music that goes hard particularly. I listen to music that's good. I like to think many YouTubers and such, but I don't think this is a style I tend to listen to, and I think it actually hits it really well. And I think the vocalist did a good job. I think the lyrics are good, so I could listen to this one over and over again. And in fact, I do listen to this one over and over again. Who wants to take it from here?
Characters. I am going to take this one and put it at an S.
An S!
I think Casey and David do amazing jobs as these characters. David is like imposing, but also kind of stupid, which is like a good. I feel like for our version of Simon Belmont, because he is supposed to be almost the bad guy of this musical, in that he torments Dracula all the time, even though Dracula claims he's like, I'm done. I've changed, all these stuff. I feel like he looks and fits the part, and I also feel like Casey does a really good job of acting as a Dracula who's just so done with his crap. Who's just like, I'm so tired of it, like, go away, leave me alone.
Yeah, I loved watching them on set together.
I think they have really good chemistry together, and they bounced off of each other really well.
By the way, like, I was watching in preparation for this musical some cutscenes with, like, Simon Belmont and, like, the later games, like, getting dragged into things. And it was interesting how they do sell him occasionally, I feel like, as a little bit of, like, he's a little slow or thicker and, like, brute force. He's not a bad guy, but he is like a little out of place and doesn't necessarily know some of the technology and stuff like that. So in some like small aspect, I feel like we're kind of faithful to the games in that sense of being like, he mostly just knows how to come in and whip the crud out of a vampire. And he's good at it. He does it over and over again. All right, Gwen, how do you feel about your costuming on this one? What tier are you going to put this of your random encounters work?
I feel like it belongs at a B. I'm not gonna lie.
That sounds like a lie. Right there sounded like a lie. I think I heard one. Why would you put it as a B?
Because again, like, I think the intention was correct. I think all of the like choices were correct, but There were a couple swing and a misses. Like the fangs, we've never gotten fangs to work out well on random encounters. Dracula needs fangs.
We did try. They would not stay in.
I don't know.
He doesn't need fangs. You know, a lot of vampires in fiction have fangs that go retract.
Yeah, like
That's
that
true.
sparkly vampire Enos has.
Which was what we went with the day of when we were like, these fangs aren't going to work for an all-night shoot. I don't know.
It wouldn't
like, there are
last for
pieces of
5
it
minutes,
I'm really
shoot.
proud of. Like Simon's vest, I'm so proud of Simon's vest. I am like.
There's detail on there that you can't see because they didn't light it well enough. Which
And also 'cause
no
there's-
one criticized the lighting here, and I feel
Yeah.
bad that we don't have a good way of being like probably D-tier lighting. I really should have put more like light sources
You know,
in the
it's
room.
in a castle. It's
But
dark.
also like.
It is. It's a horror.
Hang on, I think I have to actually go find this because Simon's hair. I didn't take into account Simon's hair was going to cover the entire back of that vest.
The back of his vest
whole
covered with
time.
hair. I don't know.
That
See, and
vest might be in the.
I understand
archive.
like. This is why we're leaving the choices up to you guys, though, about the tiers. Because we can individually say there's a bunch of good components, but just like I pointed out with the lighting or whatever, you can find reasons why it just doesn't click. And that's why it can have a bunch of A's or S's and maybe not be an A or S tier musical on random encounters. That's perfectly okay. And we're not trying to make anybody feel particularly bad if you disagree about any of these things. They're just zeroing in on little elements that you can be proud of. Maybe it's your personal best, and so you go, I worked harder than ever, and I think I succeeded beyond what I used to be capable of. Now it feels like an S tier to me, when I could probably get more crowd-pleasing, effective choices, sticking to things I know already. I think it's totally valid. It's possible to rate something as an S and then be like, it's actually kind of a D, but I gave it an S because I felt like I overcame such a big hurdle to do it.
All right.
Can you show us?
So this vest.
That's how proud she
Has-
is. She went and found this. She recruited
It has
Nate to
all
help.
of this like leather detail that I added over top to mimic what it was in the game. It has it all across the front. It has working buckles. Like I
This is
literally
serious.
like.
This is like Ren Fair, or you could go sell this at the Ren Fair kind of stuff. Like,
But
yeah.
his hair, it was wasted time.
This is why I don't know why you're putting it as a B. It's okay to be like, I know it's, you know, not anybody's like S tier musical, but
wasn't correctly placed.
okay. It is your judgment and nobody else's. So if that's your selection, we will honor it. But I don't know.
But what does the audience think?
That's fair.
I'm hoping I opened it before I went on this little rampage. I did indeed open it.
Okay. And then you tried to sway everybody to unvote whatever they were leaning toward.
I think I'm gonna close it.
The poll is closed. Where's closed?
And now YouTube, there we go.
Fancy leather clothes.
61%. And I know there were a bunch of people pushing for this to be an S tier musical, but we will not get a vote. But 61% said A.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. I know this one's less popular than a lot of our other ones. And I know we personally glorify the crud out of
It's
it.
less popular with YouTube and the audiences it sends it out to, but with our fans, our diehard fans, the ones that are going to be here joining us for live streams and stuff, they all love it, from what I know.
And they appreciated, I think, seeing some of these actors that we hadn't had on the channel in a hot second coming back. Like Dave Bloom hadn't been on the channel in ages. Which reminds me, that's actually, there was a question about that I should have shared it someplace. I shared it on social media, on Twitter, I think. There was a birthday trivia game circulating.
On our Discord.
On Discord, it's over there. It was over on Twitter for a hot second, too. And I know one of them was about which actor hadn't been on the channel the longest. I'm not going to answer that for you in case you still want to participate. I think Think Deep is still accepting answers to that. So go on our Discord if you want to participate in that during this live stream still. I think you might be able to win a t-shirt. And I don't think it's based on whoever answers them all correctly. I think it's just whoever answers most things the most correctly. So it's on a curve. That's the good news. It is a tough one, though. There you go. Okay, cool. I didn't expect Castlevania was going to be up that high.
All right. Is
Even
it
though I
time
put
to
it up that
discuss the second half of October?
The other
Discuss
Halloween
Man
musical.
From the window.
The Man from the Window. Who wants to start talking about the Man from the Window?
I guess I can start.
All right.
I
Nate's
feel
brave.
like I will probably. The characters are good. I feel like Mama she does what she does. She's okay. Like between me and Gwen, you have an okay character.
Okay. Two of
Like,
us together. Okay.
There's nothing in her that she does that I feel like is overly interesting or unique.
Yeah.
I feel like Junior's actually a little more interesting with the way
Yeah.
Katie
Yeah.
voices him. But obviously, like the centerpiece of the musical is more like the man. The man is wacky and weird, and I don't know what his deal is. But you know, I'd still probably place it at like a B.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the things I like about this musical, it's not necessarily character.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
things that happen, and not so much.
Hmm.
I don't know how to.
This is interesting because I would almost say character is the only thing I like about this musical.
Is it? I don't know how to describe it. I'm like I don't know if I'd call it character, but it's
like
the humor. The
Yeah.
humor is not necessarily the characters, because like Mama Bunny and like the man from the window, he's kind of a I guess it is his character that acts in the musical.
Yeah, to me,
So-
to me, the character is the most valuable thing in this musical. Is although I could see it when you talk about like special effects or things like that, some of those like scenes and the way they're filmed might be elevating the character further. For me, musically, I think I have to put this as like a C. I'd almost consider a D because of the word wiener. I'm just like, it's so low hanging fruit. Not make that sound dumb. It's the lowest common denominator stuff, and I just was like that desperate to get enough words that kind of rhyme together. And I know other YouTubers that could do that a lot better. It works for what it is. It's catchy enough, but I also think it's
So you're dropping it.
not my strongest. Yeah, I'd put it in a C.
Where did you put Monster in your head?
See.
I think it was in C too.
I thought you put it as a D.
Oh, did I?
Well, it's not there.
I
now.
put sing the Pikachu song as a D, I think.
Maybe. Okay.
Because I was like, that's a old song.
Okay, so I'm having a difficult time figuring out where to judge this specifically for costumes, because this is the definition
I'll give it a
of.
D just for the nose that dug into my face
I-
the entire time.
I'm honestly leaning toward a D in general, because I feel like this is the definition of a last-minute musical. It is AJ had an idea. He said, I can put together a song. We can make this happen. We should make this happen. But literally,
This is one of those, like, this one makes the idea.
And it wasn't a bad choice.
These ones go suffer.
it was not a bad choice.
It was made reactionarily to Castlevania performing so poorly that we're like, we need to make something that is kind of trending.
Yeah.
And I know we were all a little averse to doing it at first, but I don't regret it because
Not at all.
I like this musical as a whole because it is so slapstick and dumb that I find it funny and enjoyable.
It's Baldi's Big Zoo amped up a little more.
That's why I'm trying to figure out, like, do I keep this costume and get a D because it is so last minute and, like, thrown together and, like, literally it's what, the shovel werewolf's body for Mama Bunny with a plastic nose and some ears that I made out of leftover shovel werewolf fabric.
I think it does go to D.
And, like, E6000 foam teeth onto the man from the window mask with googly eyes. Like, it is so last minute.
We had questions whether or not the man from the window should be wearing shorts.
We did.
Yeah.
Because in the game, I feel like from the art you see of him, he's kind of just naked.
He is, and we like looked at it, and like I bought the Zentai suit, and I was like, it's a Zentai suit, like it doesn't matter. And then I was like, it's weird.
It's really,
just
really
weird.
I'm just thinking about all the people that drove by with me standing in the dark in the window, and if I'd just been like naked in a pink bodysuit, that would have been all the weirder. Right? That's
his DoorDash.
Yeah, when he's door dashing,
Here's
he
my
has to wear his
formal clothes.
Yeah, he puts on his pants to drive around town getting food for people. I can't deliver it naked.
I feel like you could maybe convince me that the costuming here should be a C because like it does fit the tone and the like level of this musical to be like it's got googly eyes and
the mask
weird,
is pretty wild.
It's
like it is
weird.
Exactly the vibe that like the project goes for.
Okay, but you know what I am most proud of?
What?
I made Junior's shirt from scratch. That's what I'm
What a
most
strange thing to be most proud of. Everything in this musical, and you're like, Junior's shirt. I need
You
it.
also,
It has cute little cuffs and like a little collar.
It was cute. Junior across the board is super cute.
Junior's also a kangaroo.
That's true.
Which you told people before.
That's true.
Yeah, I ripped his tail off and made him a bunny.
Oh.
But if you look at Junior's design, like any of those like bunny plushes you could buy don't look like Junior's like nose. He has like a out from his face.
Oh,
nose,
he's super
so,
cute as a bunny. Like I'm really glad you made that decision. It's weird to like take apart a little kangaroo and be like, "You're a bunny now." He's sad, sometimes crying. You're like, "I didn't want to be a bunny."
Yeah, but weirdly, the most effort that Junior took is he's a Build-A-Bear kangaroo.
Oh wow.
And he had a little like Build-A-Bear paw on his hand that I had to remove.
Oh wow.
That is like the most effort
Goodness.
that
I had no idea Junior
took.
had such a complicated backstory.
Junior
Yikes.
origins.
Yeah, right. Okay, it's up to you guys. I think you're sticking with a C, or are you gonna put it in the D?
Well, I will put it in a D.
Putting it in the D.
I think
put it in
the D,
D.
category. I just
He's so sad down there by himself.
that mask
Wow.
still super unnerves me. I'm like, it's not the good
You
kind
should
of.
give it a D just for the fact that the mask didn't have holes to breathe in it the first time.
This is a catastrophic musical in a lot of ways. And I also feel like it's not fair to be like, well, it had less time, so we grade it less harshly. I'm like, no, some musicals had like 2 months or 3 months even, and you judge them just based on, it's a YouTube video that's now out on the internet. It came out at noon on this Friday. What do I think of it? That's how we judge things. It has to live in the same universe with all the other Random Encounters musicals. It has to fight the same in the Battle Royale, which is still going on. Go vote right now.
This musical is not in the Battle Royale anymore.
No, not this one. This one didn't make it.
All right.
I think that should say something about what tier it goes into.
I'm finishing the poll.
Okay. Let's see what tier.
What tier do you think everyone put this in? If I tell you the leading is 46% is our leading tier.
C.
I think it's going to end up in a B.
They voted this as an A tier musical.
Really?
Wow.
This is
For
an
real?
A tier Random Encounters
Right next to
musical.
you got 2 in
I
October.
honestly thought most people didn't like this musical.
I'm questioning more our lack of allowing S tier.
Yeah, and I'm almost like,
But this is what they voted. 46% for A, 30% for B.
I did not see that coming. And now I'm questioning of like, well, if you get a bunch of Random Encounters fans together, then maybe the fans will consistently like the videos and put them at a good score.
I think we're going to get a D musical when Hungry Llamu comes around, because I know a lot of people don't like that one.
I do think that we're going to find
Alright,
some
well before we get
fodder.
to Hungry Llamu, we have to talk about Cult of the Lamb.
Cult of the Lamb. I can start.
Sure.
Cult of the Lamb. Okay, well, my category being music and lyrics. I was so excited to work on Cult of the Lamb as a song, and I think it is really sweet and really cute. Then it gets lazy in the middle. And maybe that's just a personality thing. I think it's groovy for some people. It's lazy for me. And then the screaming section is kind of amazing.
Wait. What are you calling lazy? Are you calling the like...
It's like... Yeah, some of that stuff. Have a bite and become enlightened. Take my hand and prepare to be blessed. Yeah, some of that stuff.
I'm sorry.
It works for what it is,
You're
but
wrong.
it doesn't stand up to like... I just love... So I literally called the lead instrument of that when I was picking out instruments. Super Sweet Sheep Magic. That's what those little bells playing it, I labeled them as. And so every time those little... I'm like, those are so freaking cute. Yeah.
What's
That's...
is it bells that plays every time we like hit things in it?
Oh, yeah. I think those might have been ding, 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 ding.
I love those.
So anyway, to wrap this up, I'm going to put it at a B maybe. It's very balanced, I think, between stuff I love and stuff I don't love. And so it kind of comes out to, I like it. That's how I feel. I like it. It's fine. Maybe it should have dropped a C for that, but I don't know.
Nate, critique yours and my performances.
I'm going to take it and put it in S tier just for Hamson. No.
I'm like, wait a second. Hold on.
I feel like the characters all do their jobs well. Gwen comes off as being annoying.
Annoying? What?
I mean, she is annoying to Hamson. Like, to my character, she's very pushy.
Yeah.
She's like, do this thing, you want this thing, right? Take this thing. You want to be part of this thing, right?
Uh-huh.
And Hamson is great. He's, this poor guy. Look at him right here.
I agree, though. I like the characters.
I might leave it at a B.
They're B level.
I think they're okay.
They're not super ambitious.
They're not
just
ambitious. There's nothing overly unique about them. I'm just a pig.
Yeah.
Like,
they both sell.
yeah.
But they're not overselling or something like that. And that might not be your problem as much as like the writing is not giving them something super expressive. So, you work with what you got. Sorry. Gwen, where do you stand on the costuming?
I think a B. I think
B
it's.
still?
I think it. Okay, so I'm biased because I really loved wearing this costume because it was cold outside when we were filming, and that costume is so good for filming outside where it's cold. I was very, very comfy, but I know Nate was not. And I think just for on screen, I think they both did their job correctly. I think they both gave the same vibe as the game of
The
being
nose
like,
was way better though.
yes.
The pig nose was like made of plush, so it was like not hard plastic digging into my face.
Which I literally did in response to Man from the Window. We're like, well, plastic is not the way to go. It is not the way to go. And I, in fact, have a plastic pig nose that I had ordered, and I reordered a plush one. Speaking of things I also ordered, at some point at the beginning of this musical, AJ had said that there might be like a third character in this that was like a little fox cultist that he was going to play, and he was going to like get sacrificed or something in an alternate universe this exists. But in this universe, the fox costume did exist. So there was more that happened, but I think it's just a solid B. I think it does its job. I think it looks good, but it isn't like
So above functional, but yeah.
I wouldn't go raving about it, but I did make a video about it, so I guess I raved a little.
Just a little bit. All right, audience time. You guys make the final call on this. All three of us have put it at a B. So weirdly, we all so far are in agreement. It'll be interesting to see if like encounters are in agreement with us, or if they're like, you guys are crazy. This should go up, or this should go down. I don't know. I'm eager to find out, though.
I opened this vote late, so we have to wait a minute longer.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. This one was an interesting one to make, too, because we knew other people already working with this game and making really cool stuff for it.
Yes.
Gwen was playing the daylights out of this game and enjoying it.
It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I dropped Hades to play this game.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
That's how you know it's good. Just like Gordon Ramsay.
He's got quality. Yeah, so we were really excited to work on this. And I was frustrated how much more difficult it ended up being to put together. There was also that fun little poll at the beginning where we didn't know whether I was playing the lamb or if Gwen was playing the lamb. So we let the internet vote and social media.
Which means there's an alternate universe somewhere where you are the lamb.
I could have been the lamb. I could have been the super sweet sheep music. Magic. This is why I couldn't be the sheep. I can't even speak. Oh well. Maybe one day. One day.
All right. I'm gonna close this.
That's super sweet sheep magic coming back. Yes.
Yes. We have a 48% majority for A.
A again?
32%.
You guys know how tiers work, right?
17% C. This has the lowest D percentage of any musical.
Really?
It says a 1% D tier.
Oh goodness.
So I'm putting it up in the A.
You're putting it up in the A.
That's 3 in a row.
Four.
I know, it's like
4 in
Gaia,
a 5 in a row. Everything from August until November is an A tier musical, apparently.
It should have been an S with a
I feel like we must have had a really good year, and I didn't realize how good a year we were having.
The numbers
Okay,
don't.
I think...
No, YouTube's algorithm doesn't agree, but I'm so glad that our subscribers and community members agree.
I'm wondering, so some people are telling me right now that the reason A tier is so full is because all of the S tiers and A tiers are in A, and that I should go back and make a vote between them.
I was right. So I remember 2 of these had high 60s or mid 60s, right?
I was going to say
Monster in Your Head was
Castlevania and
65.
Monster in Your Head.
Monster in Your Head has 65.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about we just real quick, let's correct our issue. I'm going to vote, I'm going to put a poll in. It's going to be open real fast and close real fast. If you believe that Monster in Your Head should be an S tier.
Well, Nate just put it in S tier.
I know, but then we're going to do it again for Castlevania.
Okay,
So
all right.
Here, I'll put it here now until it's decided.
In the D? Why would you do that? I personally think that 65% in unison for an A tier
I just, from a personal standpoint, don't want to see Monster Head as an S tier.
But it's Five Nights at Freddy's, man. It literally links into the
Golden
FNAF
Child.
musical. What? Oh, yes. I thought you were like, I was like, the baby in yellow is what I heard from the Golden Child.
It can do no wrong.
Five Nights at Freddy's does succeed a lot. That's honestly, a little spoiler here. Part of the reason we were so excited to try out Battle Royale, that was Sweet Revenge, was because we know that Five Nights at Freddy's consistently dunks on a lot of other games really easily on the internet. And so we thought, with it being so controversial as being like it's an automatic shoo-in for every award, versus people being like it's actually good and deserves every award, it would make some interesting drama and conflict between our community trying to decide where to put it in something like a Battle Royale. And it was, I mean, FNAF did get, I think, targeted and taken out in this because it wins a lot really easily. So in my heart, I feel a little bit bad. On the other hand, I'm like, well, next year, maybe FNAF goes back to sweeping again once it doesn't have to overcome a little gimmick where people can target it. So we'll see.
All right. FNAF Monster in Your Head got a 63% for S tier, so move it up. I'm asking about Castlevania now. If you think Castlevania belonged on the S tier instead of the A tier, vote it through for me.
That one's tough. Like, it performed very close, I feel like, as well, like 60, 62 or something.
Yeah.
But I also feel a little like, can I imagine that Castlevania was an S tier musical? But I'm also like, look at the work we put into it. I just think about that set again. I'm like, maybe it does. Maybe it should be an S tier.
That set, like
it's only two people though.
If
Dude, really?
effort, then Castlevania
True.
belongs.
We said we weren't doing that.
Very high.
We said we weren't gonna do that. It's just about how good or bad we think something is. Huh.
This one is much closer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to handle something like that. But we know we're coming up on an easier vote here in a second. The musical we've all been waiting to put on the tier list someplace.
That's right.
Thank you all for your generosity with your A's, by the way. Like, everyone has been very gracious about assigning A tier status to so many musicals.
Okay. I told myself I was going to end it at 70 votes, which is where I ended it for the other one that was a flash vote or whatever. 51% says S tier. So
ooh,
I think Castlevania
teetering
goes up
on
to
the
S
brink,
tier.
but it slips into S tier. Very cool. All right. Hey, I think those are good musicals, though.
All right, so I think we will say from
That
now
makes
on
me
that
happy.
if it's over 60%, we'll give it
Okay.
an AS vote.
Yeah, it's got to be over it, though. If it hits 60, that's not good enough. It's
Okay.
got to be above 60%.
Okay.
All right.
Now let's talk about
Hungry Lamu.
I didn't think about whether, like, these 60%, the next lowest was like 30, right? So.
Well, we can't just go back and retroactively fix
I
everything.
know. I was just thinking, I'm like,
Well,
I'm
stop
trying to
thinking.
justify it,
Stop
okay?
thinking.
Dang it. All right, Hungry Lamu the musical for Christmas. Just what everyone was expecting for the holidays.
why yes.
Hungry Lamu.
The gift that keeps on giving.
I know it was what I was expecting to
Okay.
have to make for Christmas.
Would you like to talk about making it for the holidays?
I will very solidly put this costuming as a D tier costume.
Oh!
For this particular
Oh.
reason, okay? One, the like redneck costumes or whatever, they're don't. Oh my gosh. They're just.
Surprise!
It's a surprise for them.
They the redneck costumes were put together very, very early in the day. Like, they were basically last second throw things on from our costume closet.
That's what
kind
I
of
liked
things,
about
which is
them.
just, it's kind of weird to be wearing your own clothes and then acting like that. I don't think it's
It's gonna be really close.
and then let's talk about my friend
What a
here.
good looking. Oh, yes. I can sit right here. Emperor Kuzco has joined us, everybody.
The goal
Another guess?
was to just make something that nobody wants to look at.
Hey, I run a channel and no one wants to look at me, so
I just think
I
it's
needed
neat.
company.
I don't think it hits the right note of unsettling, but I still want to watch it. I
Oh,
think
it
it is
does.
firmly
Oh, it does.
in the please take this abomination and burn it.
You're on different sides of the internet than I am. This is definitely the face of, like, I can't look away.
I don't. What haunts bugs me more is knowing what's under this mask. This is glued on. It is never coming off again, ever. It's like E6000 on. Like, I literally don't think it can be removed without destroying it. But underneath this was a llama costume, and I did not remove the llama's face. There is a second squished llama face under this face.
What you're talking about is it's a llama wearing a fun mask. Oh. It's going to like Halloween parties and stuff. It's just a llama. It's just a llama.
This is a D-tier llama.
D-tier llama. Oh,
D-tier llama. Okay,
well. Now tell me about the acting, Nate. How is the acting in this musical?
I feel like for this musical in particular,
this one did great.
I might take and put it at a C.
Ooh.
I feel like all the redneck hillbilly like main characters, they're kind of just dumb. They serve no purpose. They have no like character. They're just generic hillbilly kind of stereotypes. Just they're meat fodder for the Lamu, basically.
Lamu fodder.
But the Lamu is what I think gets it a C. I think Katie did a really good job of selling the llama's mannerisms.
Oh, sure.
Like the weirdness of the Lamu. I feel like the Lamu's actually got some personality.
Yeah.
More so than I think the characters actually, the humans do.
This thing even smells bad.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, it does. Actually, it does. It's a stinky Lamu.
Well,
yeah, it's kind of.
That's where I'm gonna leave my Lamu.
But we don't put it on a tier for stinkiness. So, you know, I think I was gonna drop it down to a D again, but I think I have to leave it at a C because this holiday song, while it's not that creative and it's not that lyrically complex, and it's not even harmoniously that complex, it is riffing off of like old school Tim Burton music. And it's Danny Elfman music. Tim Burton's projects with Danny Elfman's compositions. And I think it actually does that really well. It has a Beetlejuice vibe that I didn't know I could do. And I really wanted to do something wild and unhinged like that for a Christmas song starring the Hungry Lamu. And I feel good about it. So, weird. You know what? Maybe I should drop down to D because just remember, everyone's accents are so miserable to listen to.
Well, I guess that is in the song.
Yeah, that it's kind of performance, but it's also kind of like it's a musical choice.
Help! A daggone bee just stole
me! we could have eased off them or something when we recorded and been like, oh, only the speaking parts. And we didn't. So yeah, put it at a D. Sorry.
Hungry Lamu.
I still think there's a cool Danny Elfman vibe going on with this one. But all right, so the poll is open, I assume.
Oh, it's open. Y'all got jokes.
I'm glad you have this friend here to keep
Y'all got jokes.
Comforted. Look at this friendly fellow.
For those of you in the chat that were asking about the llama underneath it and whether or not I had pictures, I have some in-progress pictures. I'll post them to my Instagram later or to Random Encounters Instagram or somewhere.
This is the costume making video that they all wanted. The tutorial to see like
it literally,
first get a horrifying face and stick it on the Lamu.
20 minutes, y'all. Like
20 minutes. Yeah, it is
actually
fairly...
that's not true. There's this thing that took a little bit longer, but
yeah, it's also got little eye holes, I think, to be able to see when you run through the woods chasing people in a Lamu costume. C being a loose term, yeah. We find out
well enough.
We had to give Katie some precise directions. Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna leave this poll open for the sole purpose of hoping that some of y'all find some sanity in the next 12 seconds.
Lamu S.
Oh boy. That's when we realize we've been trolled this whole time and none of the tiers matter and mean anything. I do want to say we had to get a project done somewhat quickly because we knew we were going to be out of town for basically the entire month of December. And we did not want to say, then I won't post a musical. It just felt icky to end the year and go, we didn't make one in May. We didn't make one in June. And then we didn't make one in December. It's like, that's literally 25% of the year. So we're like, no, like, we can't skip 3 whole months of this year not making a musical in them.
Lamu was another one of those man from the window kind of lines.
I don't regret it. It had to be done.
Cult of the Lamb severely underperformed.
And now we're friends.
We expected Cult of the Lamb to do much better than it did because it was like kind of actually popular and it was trending enough that people were playing it.
Yeah.
But it just didn't hit with the audience that got sent out to. So Lamu is what we went with, and they, like AJ said, we were gone for like all of December.
I did.
And it gave us a good chance also to finally use that song. Because you've always passed over it for a Christmas song because you're just like, I don't like it, it's repetitive.
Deck the halls of
holly. So it gave you a chance to finally use it.
I have said that before. But
All right, Nate.
oh.
I need you to move Hungry Lamu to the A category.
Hey.
I also need to point out that this is the first time the vote did not go in order percentage. Like, it doesn't go A, B, C, D.
Really?
Yes, it goes A, C, D, B.
A, C, D, B. So it's either excellent or not very good or terrible or kind of good.
30% said A.
Wow.
27% said C. 24% said D.
Wow.
18% said B.
That's incredible.
A tier.
I would personally say this belongs at C.
Well, you
But
didn't...
y'all voted A.
Hungry Lamu... It's because Lamu is on camera. They don't want to, like, offend the Lamu. Like, Lamu's feelings will be hurt if we don't give it an A.
Just know that thing sits in the corner of our costume closet staring at all who.
Well, I jump every time I go in.
I am
It's always there
crying
watching.
for Disgaea. The Disgaea is rated below Hungry Lamu.
Alright, well, now
What are you gonna do?
Talk about
Scary games are fun.
the
All right.
trombone champ.
Trombone Champ. I would love to talk about Trombone Champ. May I go first?
Sure, talk about them.
You better say it's S tier. Everything is S tier from here on out.
I honestly, musically, I might put it in an S tier. I'm just biased. I love like jazz and swing music and big band. So the idea of getting to work with a game that's literally about brass instruments, and I know like people probably be like, why do you have a trumpet, not a trombone? Why do you have a trumpet? It's the coward's trombone. I'm like, we gave it to the baboon. The baboon can play along, and they sound so good together, like riffing off each other. There's like literally a trombone solo we got to do while the trumpet takes over the like main melody at some point. I'm like, it's just, and the jokes, it's got jokes and they're good and it's music humor. Okay, I'm just pleading, don't make it worse than Hungry Lamu, please. That's my pitch.
It's not S tier, A tier, and B tier anymore. It's above Hungry Lamu and below Hungry
This is like before era of Lamu, after era of Lamu, above quality of Lamu. That's what I think of the music. Who wants to?
I mean, the costumes are spot on. He like the suit is a great trombone champ. Like he looks like he showed up to trombone his little heart out. We look like we probably have only eaten gray foods for our entire
They're so
life.
uptight and grumpy looking. These people.
No, they're fine.
They're living their best life.
It was we had taken our set down for Castlevania and we didn't put any of all the artwork that we have in our house back up because we were like, these people should look so boring. They shouldn't have anything on their walls. They should just look so
Depressing.
depressing.
Like, clinical.
Like your house just has to look so generic and lame. And
This is funny because this is how I imagine adults, live. I'm like, oh, adults live like this. They like have like boring, empty houses, and they don't
nobody
have
has
anything.
What are we?
I don't know who has a boring like.
Well, we have like balloons and streamers everywhere for
like,
our YouTube channel's
even
birthday.
Even the most like basic of adults are gonna have like the cringy like live, laugh, love stuff.
That's true.
Weird knickknacks.
Yeah,
and
number one
quilts from their
dad.
grandma and
Yeah, it's
cross
true.
stitches. And
Yeah, there'll be something.
nobody has like just plain white walls with like.
Some people do.
Okay,
I swear some people do.
people do.
Minimalist contemporary design or something.
Like Kim Kardashian. That's what you're talking about?
Probably, yeah. Rich people. Rich people are like, I'm above having things that I like. So I like nothing and I have nothing, but I'm rich for it. Nate, where do you put the performances?
I'll probably put it at an A.
This is like, it feels weirdly self-serving on this one. It's like, it's literally just us.
Yeah, I mean, like, the two characters that you guys play, they do their job well, but there's not really much character to them other than, like, don't like the trombone champ.
Yeah, they're united by
But
their
I feel
hate
like
of the trombone
the
champ.
trombone champ and the baboon do excellent, amazing ideas. The baboon.
The baboon.
The baboon is like, and I feel like for the most part, chews the scenery every time he's in it. He's doing something weird.
He's pretty weird.
Comes in at the end and plays taps.
It's true.
Gets slapped when he hits honks at the baby.
Toots at the baby. Don't
Like,
toot on babies.
yeah,
You get slapped for that.
And I feel like the trombone champ is pretty interesting to watch. So
Yeah.
I love looking at that musical and figuring out when the baboon is AJ and when the baboon is me. I mean, like, this baboon.
It's true. The baboon's kind of all over the place, but yeah, they're fun characters to watch. Okay, well, we gave it pretty high marks.
We did give it pretty high
I guess we have to leave it though
The
up to.
poll is open for all of you that would like to tell me whether or not it's better than Hungry Lamu.
Salt
Be like,
is salt in the air.
demoted.
I am salty.
I can
I
see.
have
Wow.
returned to my true salty form.
Gwen is offended.
You know, we should punish them. Be like, oh, you want Hungry Lamu in A? Well, then we put FNAF back down to A because it was originally an A.
I was gonna say the real
category.
punishment is you have to get Hungry Lamu a second time when they make a sequel. Be like Hungry Lamu the musical 2 comes out.
Hungrier Lamu.
Hungrier Lamu comes. Stinkier Lamu maybe. That's the real punishment is when we're like, oh, they liked it so much, we should make more of them. Like whoa. We only liked the first one actually. We didn't really ever need to see it again.
No more Lamu, only Lamost.
Oh, what
The Angry Lamu.
All right, I am ending.
Fine Lamu.
I am ending the poll
Just wants to be
because
loved.
I need to start another poll about whether this is an A tier or an S tier. So stay tuned for 1 second.
What was the percentage at on
It
that
was
one?
64 to 23. That is a big enough gap. I feel like that
S-tier
is.
trombone.
That's an S tier trombone champ.
See,
Oh,
trombone
you make it
champ
a poll for them to decide.
I am.
Okay.
Trombone champ is much more up my alley than FNAF.
Yeah.
Like, you can see being like the wacky, upbeat silliness is more my style.
Oh yeah. There's something that's fun. And I understand like people have different preferences. I actually made a poll on Twitter at some point about this for our Twitter followers to be like, do you like the scary musicals? Do you like the funny musicals? Do you like the like lovey-dovey sweet ones, or do you like the like kind of just serious ones? And it was really interesting that like actually the most people on Twitter were like, I like funny ones. I like it when you guys have a sense of humor, which I will say our Five Nights at Freddy's musical started out as a funny one. There's like nothing scary about Mark and a bunch of puppets and them being like just trying to help him and him being so freaked out. It is pure comedy, but Monster in Your Head has very little comedy. It's honestly much more serious and dark. And I think part of that is the product of like when you inevitably keep using stuff from Five Nights at Freddy's, you're going to get to some scary things, and especially because people want to see how you can, combine funny stuff and scary stuff together from the same game. So at some point somebody with a chainsaw comes through the wall and all bets are off at that point. Gwen, how's your secret S tier poll going?
Very well. I'm closing it because 64% says it belongs in the S tier.
Trombone champ in the S tier. I just like this S tier more and more. It's such a pretty set of musicals up there.
I mean, Trombone Champ is one of the few games here that I actually played.
Yeah, you did. You actually played through it.
Yeah, I beat Trombone Champ and everything. It was
Good for you.
enjoyable enough.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. Well,
We have 2 more musicals to talk about, and
two
then
more.
I think after we will talk about these 2, we should announce our Battle Royale winner because it is 7 o'clock now. So anyone that has been waiting for that, we should get
Sure.
that to happen, and then
Okay.
we might stick around afterward. We might not. We'll figure that
Play
out.
it by ear. Okay, so Pizza Tower the musical is
Pizza
our second to last
Tower.
musical to rank here. Peppino Spaghetti, the pizza making prince. Is that what the pepperoni prince? All right.
Yes.
What was it? A pizza making pro.
Yes.
So he's a lot of things, okay? He's many things to maybe. He goes by many names. That's what I'm trying to say. Who wants to start us off?
I would give those costumes an A. I
Ooh, would you?
think Peppino's costume is true to the game in that we managed to literally visually tell you we know exactly what he looks like in the game, and then we made another choice that I think is a good vibe for the musical that we were going for. And I'm actually kind of insanely proud of Pizza Head because that head stayed on the whole time.
It did.
The nose didn't, but the head
head
stayed
did stay.
on and looked good, and like I felt like you could move really well in
could.
that costume.
I got
and,
thrown
like,
around and the head stayed basically in place. It was really remarkable.
Yeah.
We did have to pin it.
We did have to pin it,
But
that
pinning
was,
counts. That's
that
part
was
of
a
costuming.
decision that was made after the teaser where we tried something else and it didn't work very well, and so we went for the pin, and it worked beautifully.
Do you guys want to know a creepy secret though? There's a pile of Pizza Head noses downstairs. I saw them the other. We didn't throw them out. I guess we thought we were going to use them at some point. So it's nothing but Pizza Head noses on an entire shelf, just taking
My
up a
favorite
shelf.
pizza topping.
Well, I had to take them all out of the box because they came in a box that was like this big, and there's like 15 of them in there. and
They're
they were just
all-
all scrunched and
yeah,
not nose looking.
folded and
so I
creased
had
up.
to let them
Unsqueeze.
decompress.
Yeah, so they look more like noses. I'm gonna give it a C musically. C is what? That was bad? Is that what C is when you rank a C?
Bad.
Bad. I don't think it's bad. In fact, I really liked getting to use some unusual, like more traditional instruments, like Italian instruments. There are a lot of funny little strings and instruments in there. Some that probably don't even belong in there that are from other countries, but they just sounded good together. On the flip side of that, though, certainly I think it's a genre that doesn't necessarily appeal to everybody. I think my performance was dicey. The accent comes and goes a little bit. And just across the board, some of the jokes or lyrics are clever. Some of them are, they're kind of So I think across the board, it's a C. Where are you going to stand, Nate, on your...
I think character-wise, me and AJ are always great to watch. So I'm going to put it at an A.
You return it to A.
I believe they play off each other really well. Peppino has character. He's weirdly proud of his pizza. Like he wears an apron and seems like he's very like a high-end chef, but obviously he has a pizza box that he pulls stray chunks out of to give to people when the pizza.
So he's delusional, is what
yeah,
you're saying.
and I think Pizza Head is a good foil for him. Of is he there to intentionally mess things up, or is he not?
Mm-hmm. So would you say this is faithful or unfaithful to the game, and does that affect your opinion?
I mean, I don't think it's faithful to the game from what I know of the game. Like,
sure.
I think in the lore, Pizza Head used to work with Peppino.
I feel like I've read that.
And then he starts. So you could almost say our musical maybe is more of a prequel. Like it's origins of what caused Pizza Head to decide to start his own pizza place.
But it's an alternate universe.
It's an alternate universe because obviously in ours, I eat Pizza Head.
Yeah, you have to get a new head or something. I think there's a comic series as well that Pizza Tower is somewhat based off of, or has as like a supplemental thing. I've never read it. I wouldn't know too much about it, but okay. Well, you've heard from us, but it is time to see where you guys would select to place Pizza Tower the musical. So Gwen's already, I think, got the poll open.
I do have the poll open.
Okay.
I see a question here about the bloopers from Pizza Tower the musical. And they asked, in the bloopers when Gwen falls in the box, what was she trying to do?
What was she trying to achieve? Gwen, I think everybody here would actually like to know. What were you trying to achieve?
I achieved it. I was trying to be in the box.
Mostly in the box. Mostly.
We were talking about filming the scene where AJ jumps into the pizza in a certain way where it would have been helpful to have the pizza kind of move on their own. And so the idea was that I would be in the box and get the pizza to kind of jump around underneath it.
Right. We're still going to... This is at the point where we're going to film me digitally, like on green screen, jumping. So all we needed was the box to shuffle and pizza to move around in it.
But I didn't fit. So
No.
that wasn't good.
The box, we really needed a bigger
True.
pizza box, I
The
think.
one rule of boxes is if I fits, I sits.
Yeah.
And she did not fit.
I did not
No,
fit,
yeah,
but I
it
tried
was-
to sit.
It was a small box.
I appreciate that you called it me falling into the box. I didn't.
Instead
I
of
didn't fall.
getting
I did
into
that
it.
on purpose.
Entering the box. You'd be interested probably to see some of the ways we tried to set up like a net of pizza on top that I could like dive through,
That didn't
but the whole
work.
net would kind of break. We had a version where we're gonna like lift the box and try to like attach pizza to look like it was piled up, but mostly on the edges, and then see if I could jump through like a basketball hoop, and like we couldn't quite get that to work. Like there are a lot of physical, practical ways we tried to do that shot before committing to no, we'll just film green screen and do it with VFX. Have you closed the poll?
I have closed the poll.
Oh. I am dying to know.
Definitively, with 41% of the vote,
Uh-huh.
it is worse than Hungry Lamu and belongs on the B tier.
Oh!
Well, that's strange.
You know, this does feel like one of those situations where if people knew how in jeopardy it was, they might have sided with like, but you don't know. That's how polls work. They're at least some polls. You don't know.
32% did say A, which was the next highest.
Okay.
And then it goes C, D. So, like,
Hey, I'm still enjoying this. It's still fun. One
We
way or
have
another.
We're in the wrong timeline right now.
one more.
One more to get
discuss.
through. All right, let's get to it so that we have a finished 12th birthday tier list. Red, our newest TF2 song. Where are we going to put that? I'm going to start, I think, and I'm going to say I'm going to put it on a C tier. Musically speaking, it's not super ambitious. I like a lot of things that go on in it, but it is largely spoken word, so I didn't have to come up with a lot of melody stuff. Lyrically, it has some references to the game, not an overwhelming amount. It does have Scottish slang. I thought that was a fun way to incorporate that, and we're filming a challenge video that's going to use some more Scottish slang if you're interested to find out more about it. But I think it's not super ambitious. It was it does what it needs to do and not much more. Who wants to go next?
I'd give the costumes an A. I think they did their job. All of the things that I wanted to do better are below the waistline, and so you don't see them because the guys are sitting the whole time. And I am insanely proud of Demo Man's patch and how it came out. It looks so good on camera.
I was gonna say that shot where they both show their patches is really cool.
I was so psyched when I saw that one make it into the musical, and I was like, it's a close up.
The actors both just look so good in their costumes too. Like they really embodied those characters. So then seeing them shove each other, pointing, getting up in each other's business and showing their patches, I'm like, it's so cool.
I think
they made those
worked
costumes
really well.
look super good. Nate, where do you stand on the characters?
They both do a really good job. It was good to have Ben back on the channel. He hadn't been here since people have Smash, technically being Leighton. He was Leighton's voice.
Yeah.
But he hadn't been on camera since people of Smash Bros.
Yeah, we need to try to get Ben back at some point.
They did really well for both of them not speaking their actual native tongue.
Ben
especially.
is
British and was doing a gruff military American kind of guy.
Yeah.
And Nathan is American and is doing a Scottish accent.
Would have had a much easier time doing the soldier's voice. And we're like, how do you feel about a Scottish accent? And Nathan was like, I know where you're going with this, and I've trained my whole life for this.
Some of our Scottish speaking encounters have been like, it's not great.
We did our best.
I got somebody called out one of the lines that I didn't even realize it wasn't pronounced that way. I was like, oh, interesting. A bunch of Americans made this. Sorry.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like his Scottish accent on set was a little more solid than the recording.
Well, yeah, without singing. I think singing, I'll be honest, I asked Nathan actually to back off in a couple points to try to get more clarity. Yeah. So, yeah. Between us trying to get a really good Scottish singing voice with also the same Demo Man behavior was a challenge. And he does a really good job with it. Nathan killed it. But, yeah, I can imagine some Scots being like, I'm not going to even try to be like what they would be like. Looking at us a little side-eye and being like, aha, if you cast one of us.
We clearly needed an on-set Scottish person.
That's true.
That's what we needed.
Yeah, assistant of Scottishness. Very helpful. Okay, well, it's time to leave this up, though, to the chat.
It
so
is.
the audience will make the final decision about where red goes on this. I can't help but notice that S tier is the most red category, so... But I also didn't put it there for my category, so... use that. Looking at that, I am really pleased that, this could have been a very bottom-weighted, tier list, and we've been super embarrassed. So thank you for not embarrassing us.
This should really be right here. That looks like a better graph or a better tier list.
But that's not what they did.
Well, maybe they were wrong.
It does aesthetically balance it a little bit more. But we can't undo it. It's canon. It's official.
We could make them vote again.
It's historical now. This is historically accurate.
Vote differently.
We can't take this away from them.
Nobody leaves until you vote the way you're supposed
Until
to.
Hungry Lamu is the bottom-rated musical here. No, I think there are good things about Hungry Lamu. And I also thought that the game was fun to play here on Replayed at some point, so...
All right.
I will miss doing replayed episodes a little bit for things like Hungry Lamu. Okay.
40% of our chat
Yeah.
says it belongs in the A category.
A tier, right where we've got it. All right, we're all in
Yep.
agreement. Thank you.
So
Very
that's
solid.
our
That's our tier.
2022 to 2023
Yeah, that's it.
season.
That's our 12th.
12th year. Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, what are we calling this?
Yeah, I suppose we should make another season. I guess we do seasons at the end of the year at this point. So
Yeah, I think so.
yeah,
So yeah, this is the 12th year of Random Encounters.
that's what it looks like.
Uh,
It looks like really
you
good
know,
stuff. You should go watch the
I'm
Hungry
really
Llama one.
pleased
It's really
that
good.
There's 3 S tiers and nothing below a B, even though it belongs there.
That just looks so much better.
Doesn't it?
It's more visually pleasing.
We're not here to make it visually pleasing. See, you ruined it. Okay, you ruined it. Never mind. Hey, you guys want to do something kind of fun now?
Kind of fun.
That wasn't
Without giving away too much detail,
Okay. Yeah.
where would you put our next musical so far?
Oh.
If
not
you just
done.
taking a shot in the dark, where do you think the next musical is gonna fall?
Well, judging by the trend here, I'd say A.
Well, judging by the music that I started on it and the lyrics, I think you're right. I think the
I-
next one is an A, possibly an S.
And I do think the costuming is another A costume. I'm really pleased with the things that I've seen coming in from the mail today that are for that musical, and
The Patreon should see later.
the Patron should see
That's
later.
good.
And I also know the costume we were using, I think, is an A costume. So,
About the only thing that we can't. Oh, did you just give?
did I just
Oh.
do something? I don't know. Not until you just said something.
Are we reusing the llama?
Nate, you haven't had any chance to see any performing though because we haven't been on set yet. So that's a hard one to rank for you.
I
But-
don't even.
But you know the game it's based on.
None of us have even ever met the actress that is in this musical.
Ah. But
What?
as I repeat, you have seen the game, so based on the game's characters, how do you imagine that they'll be received?
Probably well.
Okay.
Probably.
All right. Well, there you go. I just wanted to tease you guys a little bit with the next musical. Underway already, and we were really excited to share it with you. Thank you. We're going to share that list later, and we're going to blame it on you guys. Make sure everybody knows that you put Hungry Llama that high up on it. Okay. It's that big moment where we're supposed to reveal...
It's the moment. It's the time.
I'll give you
It's
back your seat
the
here.
end of the Battle Royale 2023. In
I just
which
wanted to do that.
you all get to murder like over 100 musicals, and
They do it,
only
like, every
one
year.
rises to the top.
Once a year they do it.
They sure
Hungry
do.
Llama is going to rise to the top. It wasn't in the vote. Can't even bluff that one.
It was taken out rather emphatically, if I remember correctly.
Swiftly.
Why? It's A tier.
I know, A-tier musical getting taken out. It's because it was a threat, and this year was sweet revenge.
They were like,
It
that
was, it
llama
was.
is such a
I can't
threat.
let the Hungry Llama beat my favorite musical, so we all have to target it. That's what happened.
So I've already closed the voting for this and taken a peek to make sure the numbers are pretty accurate, because we said we were going to close the voting for the Battle Royale at 7, so I did that.
It has been closed.
It has been
There
closed.
is a winner. We just don't know who it is yet.
I know the winner.
You know who it is.
I know who is joining FNAF the Musical and Just Monica and Phoenix Wright the Musical and Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes the Musical. They're all the musical, I just realized. Is
Yes.
that the key? They're
Well,
all
Just
be-
Monica was not
Oh,
the
you're right. It's a
musical.
Donkey Donkey Lynch song. Never mind. I
There you
lied.
go.
All right.
Can you tell us if the next one is the musical or a song?
I can.
I'm just
It is.
suddenly I'm like,
it
are they?
is-
Okay.
I think that gives away too much.
Okay, all right, because I'm like, I definitely
Here's
there's
what
two
I would
of
like
each.
to do. Since this is a year about revenge, I want to
Mm.
talk about the most voted musical in this last round.
Sure.
So we're
I was
not-
actually curious. Do you know what the most voted Random Encounters musical in the entire Battle Royale was?
The data's all there somewhere.
I can probably find it.
Was it like Sega Bass Fishing of the Dead? Was that like the #1 most voted, or like?
I
We
don't
Wish You
think so. I
Merry
think
Creep
it might
version.
actually be this one if you include it and its last round.
Oh, fair. I didn't think about that. That the more rounds they get into,
Yeah.
the more votes they can get. So
Yeah.
because you're right. Whoever got the most votes like in the first phase, they got kicked out. They didn't get a chance to collect more. So
Exactly.
okay, go
So,
ahead.
In last
Perfect.
place of our final round, with, hang on, let me get a percentage for you.
Oh, we love percentages. We're all here for
I
the
love math.
percentages. Just like to stall
With
too. We like to keep you guys guessing.
32.6% of the vote,
Ooh, so like a third of votes were for this one of the 4 videos.
Were for Lost in the Woods, a Slender song.
No, but I love that one.
I think there was a lot of people not very happy that it came back from the dead to
For
join
revenge.
the finale.
Some sweet revenge.
Which,
it tried.
It was odd to me that in our redemption round, this one kind of slipped through at the end there, considering it lost in round 1. I mean, it was second place in round 1, so
Yeah.
like it wasn't like horribly lost.
Right, but
But it didn't make it to phase 2, and there were all these other phase 2 ones that I was like,
yeah,
you really don't want this one instead?
yeah, those ones were runner-ups too. They were eligible to come back in the revenge round or whatever we call it.
Yeah, but I believe I said at the beginning of this that I thought this had a slender chance of winning. So it's been behind for most of the voting this week.
Oh, poor Slender Man. You know, one
He'll
day.
remain lost in the woods.
Hey, Slender Man got a cameo in Nana Knows the Ending though, so
They removed that though from the real game.
I saw that. It was kind of sad, but I get
They
it.
replaced it with
Copyrights and stuff.
stripes and
Yeah,
bow.
they can show up. Okay, so that was the last place finisher. Sorry, Lost in the Woods fans. You tried your hardest. Slender Man, maybe another time. You'll get your chance.
would you like to know what's in third place?
I would, but I'm scared because I like these musicals and I don't want them to get kicked out.
You were scared
But it
for
is-
Lost in the Woods.
That's why I knew Lost in the Woods was a long
Yeah.
shot. It had to come back to even compete. So these 3 fair and square made their way to the end. They were originally going to be the only 3 competing, and we workshopped a way to bring a 4th one back just because it felt weird to have a battle royale called Sweet Revenge and then be like, but one of them doesn't get to come back after being voted out. Like, we always do that. How could you not do that for Sweet Revenge? So, all right, all 3 of these fair and square made their way to the end. 2 of them aren't going to make the cut. Tell us what the lowest of those 3 was.
26.6% of the vote went to Sonic the Hedgehog the musical movie trailer.
Poor Sonic.
My
Sonic was the
baby.
one I was hoping was gonna
Oh, I love
win the whole
them.
thing.
I
but-
love all the characters in it.
I thought it would have fit well, kind of with
It
the trend
would.
that was here. I feel like every other year we've had a multi-song winner, so
Yeah.
it would have just continued the back and forth for us
This-
really nicely.
yeah, the superstitious part of me was like kind of gambling for it, being
I was
like,
too.
that makes the most sense. It's going to fit the profile of what everyone votes for in the Battle Royale. So to see it get kicked out kind of breaks my heart. Like, oh no, I have the wrong reality. I'm in the wrong timeline.
Plus, I was kind
Well,
of
yeah,
like,
you're in the timeline where Hungry Llamo's 8
It's
years.
8 tier. What universe did I wake up into this morning?
but I figured with that many songs, it also was easier to hit people and be like, oh, like this one is my favorite. Like I
Right.
know how many people love Smarter Than You. I know how many people love Fake Hedgehog. I know how many
We
people
like literally like workshop Fake Hedgehog into like the Battle Royale like recaps.
Yeah.
So
But it was in third place. Enough people decided to take
Wow.
their revenge. Took
I
it
went on
out.
Sonic. Poor Sonic.
Poor guy.
You know, I think Sonic has a really good shot though for a future year. Like
I do too.
That is the thing is like of these 4, I honestly feel like Sonic stands the most like of a chance in a regular battle royale
I think so,
of
yeah.
winning. So I'm not gonna count this as like a loss. I'm gonna count this as a pre-win.
Phoenix
heard it here.
Wright
So it's
style.
like the new Phoenix. Right?
Yes, I think Sonic might be the next Phoenix Wright. All right, but that only leaves Paper Please and The Day That You Die, a Little
That's
Misfortune
right.
song.
And I'm going to tell you right now a fun little stat for you.
I love fun stats.
Fun stats.
There are 4 votes between these 2.
Really?
4.
4 votes made the
Then
difference?
I don't know who the winner is because I thought I knew who the winner was because I thought it was more
That
split, but I
is
did not realize
insane.
that gap
Yeah.
had closed at some
I
point.
think when we started streaming here and we told people the voting was still open, we got a fresh wave of new votes, a significant number of new votes. And I sorted through them and I looked for things that looked suspicious. And I'm telling you right now, I don't see anything suspicious.
Wow.
And there are 4 votes that decided our Battle Royale winner, which is officially the closest a Battle Royale vote has ever been. So congratulations.
It was almost a tie.
I was like, they almost did it. They almost got a tie. I can't believe 4 people are crying somewhere, being like, I didn't know. I would have done the 4 votes if I just known how to get the tie. I would have done it.
Well, you didn't.
Wow, we dodged a real bullet.
And there's a reason I closed it at 7 because I was like,
I don't want to see it.
I don't know what happens here, and I can't be sorting through this on the fly. Let's do this.
Hey, we could have live made that decision. Been like, all right, it's a tie. We're picking.
It's true. That was our like tiebreaker moment was gonna be that the 3 of us were gonna have to vote ourselves, and there's 3 of us, so it went
Can
over.
we just take one quick moment to like appreciate that Papers, Please, the musical, and The Day That You Die are the final two standing, and there's apparently 4 votes between them for which one is the champion this year that goes on the wall. And, like, I'm not sure I would have assumed either of them would be in this position. Like, again, things like Sonic I thought were, like, a heavy hitter. Even though FNAF had lower chances a year like this, I didn't count it out as getting there. We have Baldi and Granny and Hello Neighbor that have all, like, cumulatively got, like, 500 million views on them or something. And also that's a target on them, so maybe that's why they're not there. Yeah. Raven Brooks came out last year, and that did really well, and we all thought that would stand a chance. Recent stuff that, we were putting on S tiers, like Castlevania and Monster Head.
Hungry Lamu.
Hungry Lamu. So yeah, I'm still kind of like, this is a different year, and it's coming out exactly how I could have hoped. Thank you for your votes.
All right, so I'm going to tell you, to draw this out more, because I like torturing you all. The chat right now assumes that Papers, Please has won. What do you think has won?
I don't know.
I mean, I can tell you what.
That surprises me.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if it's.
It surprises me that they think it's won because I would have thought that the people in the chat are more likely to like Misfortune than Papers, Please, because I tend to assume more of them are fans of more of those like dark Gwen songs and fewer of the like. That said though, so I'm just like. The people in the chat are the kind of people that made the Stanley Parable song last year get to the end against
they just put Hungry Lamu on the
and sometimes like the Stipendium was both in Stanley and featured in The Day That You Die. So suddenly I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. I would have assumed that they would be pushing that one. So yeah, I'm surprised by that take even.
The winner of the 2023 Battle Royale, going on this wall as our 5th ever Battle Royale champion, is The Day That You Die, a Little Misfortune song.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know which one I'm gonna react to.
That's the one I assumed was winning. I feel like it was ahead of Papers, Please for a good while. So
it was.
People closed that gap apparently.
It made a little fight here in the last 3-ish hours. But it did not succeed. It did not.
Happiness to the musical.
I wish we had the confetti. Yeah, I should have talked confetti. Wow. Well, congratulations for everybody that enjoyed. I feel bad too, though. I'm like, for everybody that wanted to try to get Papers, Please up on the wall.
Oh, don't worry. We've got a lot of yeses and nos going on.
You're going to get another try next year. Papers, Please will return to fight again, and it has a much stronger following than I realized. So that's really cool, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see it added to the wall. It's a musical I'm super proud of. I really like how it came out. I love going back and listening to it. Like, if I was putting it on the tier list, like, the costumes are really good, the acting is really good, the sets are really good. I was like, did we film that on outdoors?
They're good enough.
I love the guy who begins with an M, the monster at the end.
Morgo?
Yeah. I really like how we did Morgo, and a variety of things. I like that they all got to vote on what the ending was.
Yes, that's right. That does elevate a little bit further for me. And there is something like I don't want to like take anything away from Papers, Please for fighting really hard and really well and all its fans. But I enjoy the fact that the Stipendium gets to be on this wall. And we couldn't have had the Stipendium in a musical on this wall without letting Misfortune succeed in this Battle Royale today.
Or Stanley, or...
Well, no. I'm just saying between Papers, Please and The Day That You Die, I am glad. Adding Papers, Please is like, yay, random encounters people again. Getting to say, like, the Stipendium is in one of the 5 champions of the RE Battle Royale makes me feel really good inside. So I have a really hard time imagining a universe where that isn't the outcome, actually.
I really like the thumbnail for that musical, so I'm excited it's going to get a poster.
Oh, that's true. And that's something else is you guys, next year, when we do the Battle Royale, are going to get to enter for a giveaway to maybe receive a poster based on The Day That You Die, a Little Misfortune song. So if you want one of these guys, but in Misfortune colors, flavors, aesthetic, style, we're going to be giving those away.
Next year.
Next year.
This year, we have collected addresses from you guys on that voting sheet, and we will not be notifying anyone ahead of time, but keep an eye out for the mail sometime in the next, I would say, 2 months. Hopefully sooner than that, but I'm going to say 2 months to give us a little time.
It's safer, yeah.
And we will be mailing out the posters to the people that win that giveaway.
There you go.
I saw them suggesting in the chat earlier that for the people who don't win the giveaway, we should mail them the drawings we did.
Drawings. Those are priceless, obviously.
We have to scan those. Those are NFTs. Well,
Oh my
we
goodness.
have 5 more patrons, I think, to read still.
We better
We
read
should
them.
read
And we
them
also
now.
have a game if we wanted to play that to wrap it up.
It is
We can
7:30.
wrap it up with a game.
We have done
Yeah.
a full 3 hours, so
True.
I'm gonna say to anyone watching right now, you may feel free to go about your lives. You've been watching us for 3 hours.
Hey,
Let's
we
say
appreciate
thank you.
those sharing our 12 years with you. It's been really special to have you here for 12 different years and to have you here for 3 hours.
All right.
Let's read a couple names.
Last ones. Shadow of Shinra.
Happy birthday, Shadow Shinra.
Lori Flynn.
Happy birthday, Lori Flynn.
Shadowbender 197.
Happy birthday, Shadowbender 197.
Inverse Sky.
Happy birthday, Inverse. I'm like feeling these on my legs.
And Shady Beach.
Happy birthday, Shady Beach. Thank you all, everybody on our Patreon. Even if we didn't read your name today, we still appreciate you. And people not on our Patreon too. We can't get 12 years without your support as audience members, as community members, as people just participating in the various antics and shenanigans we get into, and then of course sharing and watching the videos and playing the music. So means a ton. I hope we're here another 12 years. Can't make promises. YouTube is always a dice roll, year to year. What happens?
I just love the chat is currently full of one person saying Sonic 2024, which just makes me think we're electing him president.
You know, I'd vote for him. Sonic is a cool guy.
You know,
He's played by a cool guy.
he's young and he's hip and he's cool.
Right? That's all you need. He fights evil, you know, unyieldingly.
Sonic is what, like 20? 20 something?
He's had his 30th birthday.
Oh, he had his 30th. Right,
Yeah.
he did have his 30th.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah, you're
still
right,
not-
because 19
not
was
old
all the
enough.
way back around Needle Mouse.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll close it with. Actually, before we close up with the game, we had 1 or 2 other announcements. Let me make sure I get these right. Yes. Okay. One of them was. Yes. Okay. So Patreon people have been collecting these little trading cards for random encounters. I wanted to be able to show you more of this today. We didn't get a chance to do it, which is why it's an announcement instead of a game. But we've been play testing single player bosses that you will be able to play the card game against. And we've been workshopping the rules for it a little bit. And part of this was because we know that people that have been collecting the cards, and they get them at conventions and stuff too. We gave out a lot of these trading cards at the convention at MomoCon last month. And Sunrise Comic-Con as well.
Yes.
So we are going to continue giving out some of those trading cards at conventions and things like that. We'll probably bring some for meetups as well. But you can also get them from our Patreon website. And if you back us at certain tiers, you can get these cards. We are releasing these boss characters for free. They're just going to be something that you can basically play online against. And they'll have little rules, and we'll explain the rules like on a separate page and stuff. We didn't have them ready today. I'm so sorry. We were excited. We tried, I think, 3 variants of them.
Yes.
We're definitely, I think, ready to put out one of them probably within the week or something. So Patreon is going to be notified as soon as that's available, and I'm not even sure where we're going to like keep that available to people.
I'm honestly assuming that we'll probably put it in the Discord.
Okay.
We have a Patreon card trading thing in the Discord, and that we'll just put that file there pinned for people to be able to get at.
Sure. There's some small part of me that's like, do we have enough like characters in the YouTube like about page description to be like bosses and just have like a weird section of bosses? But we won't commit to that. Discord for now.
We'll see.
And Patreon will have a link on there as well. If we can pin them someplace, yeah, you'll be able to play that game with your cards, and you won't hopefully need a super high number of cards even. You'll be able to kind of pick and choose which of your cards you want to play with against these bosses. So don't have it to play test with you here live today. Only because we wanted to fix up the graphics on the cards a little bit more still.
Yes, it currently says like test villain.
Yeah, his name is Test Villain. He's got like a Sharpie mustache and stuff. But yeah, we're finishing that out, and there will be more of them. So at minimum, I like to think this year we'll have like 3 of those guys maybe playable for you. And we're just going to keep releasing them for free. You don't have to do anything other than get yourself some cards somehow to play against them with. The other thing I want to announce is there is going to be a FNAF the Musical live stream reunion that I am still putting together. It hasn't entirely gotten set up yet, but I believe it's going to be June 21st or July 21st. July 21st. We'll announce it on social media more. It will not be on Random Encounters, though, because it's part of a fundraiser for a dear friend of mine who is making a very cool FNAF project. It's kind of like a movie, and they're building a lot of sets. And they need funding for their sets. And I just thought it was really cool of them to be doing that, and offered could maybe, if I get some FNAF the Musical guest stars together and do part of your live stream as like a reunion with them and maybe a little Q&A, would that be cool? And this friend said, yes, absolutely. So that is in the works right now. I've already heard back from some of the cast. I'm looking to hear back from more of them, and I am hoping to assemble more details about that shortly. So if you ever wanted to get a chance to see more of the cast come together again,
I think everybody
online.
wants to see more of that cast together.
Right?
It's been so many years. It is such a big project. It has impacted so much of the FNAF community. I'm seeing it paired with the legit FNAF movie that's going to theaters so much. I think this is going to be a really cool stream, guys, and you should definitely put it in your calendars as soon as we have a hard date for you. But it is coming this summer, and we are excited.
I think it's funny that I think we can also say it will have been 7 years since they worked on this project when the live stream happens. So, yes, 7 years later, we're getting that cast hopefully back together, as many of them as we can, to chat online together. So, stay tuned for more information about that. It's coming up next month. Okay, that's all the announcements I have to make still. It's time for one last game, and then we'll sign off, go have some dinner, get a cake. Yeah, I want a birthday cake.
Okay.
Presents. Can we have presents?
So we gotta clear the stools out of the way, I think, for this game.
Stools have to leave. It's another active game. Very good.
Bye-bye, stools.
You know how nice this wall is going to look? With like a little Misfortune one right up here. Right there. Right?
That doesn't make stylistic sense, though. It's weird.
Hey, I really should come after Keep Talking.
Okay, well, we'll update it.
This should go here. That should go there. This
Oh,
should go there.
that's more work. Too much work. Alrighty.
I don't know the best way to do it.
Alright. Y'all heard of Pin the Tail on the Donkey, right? Sorry, Nate.
Maybe.
It is a game that we play as children at parties in America, where you are given a tail and there's a picture of a donkey. You get blindfolded usually and spin around like 5 times, and then you kind of try to just go find and stick the tail where you think it belongs on the donkey. We're going to be doing a version of that today called Pin the Beard on the Beard.
Pin the beard on the beard.
Yeah, you'd think we could come up with a better name, but hey, It is what it is. So Nate is prepping this behind me. I'm going to draw the body of the beard, but we have little beards already prepped for us. We'll have a little sticky tape on the back of, and then we'll have a blindfold or anything.
We should get a blindfold.
Like, if we could trust each other just to close our eyes. But...
Close your eyes. Don't be a coward.
Obviously, that's not possible. We'll have cheaters in our midst. So, why did I yell like it was aimed at you?
I do remember Gwen saying the phrase, I cheat for fun once.
I have heard her say such things. So these beards, we're going to try our best to pin them or stick them in the right spot on the picture. Whoever gets closest, and it looks like we got spares. Are we going to maybe get a second attempt?
6, so you get
two tries. 2 tries to get the beard to stick in the right spot on the beard.
All right, draw a beard on this, or draw a body for the beard on this.
Will. All right, so I have to don't start with the beard's face. I'm used to doing it. All right, so the beard, he's got like a trench coat.
It's like a weird Bob Ross thing going on with AJ over here.
That's right. All right, and we're gonna happy little trench coat right up here. We'll leave his trench coat open. I don't normally do that, but today we're gonna do that. Yeah, look at that. Nice, happy trench coat. And then he'll be waving with this one. Because he's having a great day, just like I am. He's enjoying 12 years of Random Encounters. That's a lot. It's a lot to think about. The beard himself is like 12 years old at this point. Let's see, we need a little claws on him. Hold on, I gotta do this. Thumb is on this side, okay. This drawing with AJ doesn't know which side the thumb goes on, and he's got kind of like claw hands. Yeah, we'll give him little fingernails. There you go. Because the beard isn't quite a person, is he? It's almost too detailed. A little disturbed, actually. Alright, and then he's got long, creepy, slender hands. Maybe he's not supposed to have 5 fingers. I mean, he's got 5 fingers because we play him a lot, but Okay, and then he's got this nice little poncho thing. We'll just hairy, and then he's got these legs. He looks shirtless. This was a mistake. This is a mistake. We're just gonna,
Happy thoughts.
pretend that's
Why is
not.
his coat open?
Because he has an open coat sometimes. Oh, I guess
He has that one button.
Yeah, he's usually got one button. I was thinking about, I feel like in Marlene's, he's got an open coat.
Ah.
He's got no shirt on today because he's
Right.
having a wild party.
Oh, he's going on his blind date.
Ah.
Let's get a little more zoomed out for this. You're gonna see our mics and everything, but
Oh no. We can't see those. There. Alright, well, my drawing is weird and creepy today. I'm sorry about that.
okay.
Exactly how you want to look on your first date.
What a good looking beard. Here, just he's too creepy. We're gonna there. It's a little less creepy now. And a little color in his pants. And a red collar in his boots. Yeah. He's his boots colored
Who
in.
wants to go first?
Alright, everyone in the chat, tell AJ he's a great Bob Ross.
Alright, I'm gonna go first.
AJ's gonna go first.
I wanna go first.
Alright, let me get you a little bit of sticky on the beard over
I'm
here.
gonna blindfold you.
Alright. And then I'm gonna have to
Are we letting everybody do their first try and then go through the rotation and then do second try,
I
or just back to
assume.
back?
Sure, yeah. That way you could improve by watching other people's tactics. Alright, I'm gonna put this down. Where is it? There it is. Oops.
Alright, here's the beard.
Okay. Where is he?
He's right there. So
Got him.
he's facing
Oh,
the
okay.
right way, so the tape
Got it.
is, you should probably feel it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Should I spin you a few times, my love?
Yes.
Yeah. How many times are we gonna spin? 5?
5 times.
5
Okay.
is good. Which way are we turning?
This way?
This way? Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5. Alright.
Now I'm gonna face you toward the paper.
Wow. Alright. And go.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Right there. That's where he goes. Right there. My
That is decidedly not where a head should go.
That's the
Oh no! Oh no! Yikes. Okay.
Alright, so should we leave it on or take it off?
Leave it on.
Okay.
Leave it
We'll,
on. Just everybody remember, I did this. It was me.
We can mark it. That's an AJ beard.
That's
There
an
we go.
AJ beard.
Okay.
Alright, you want to
I
go next or
tried.
you want me to go, Glenn?
I'll go next.
It's a good effort. Do you want me to move the mics at all? Like,
You probably can.
yeah, I'm like, we can just scoot them back. There.
Hopefully the chat is doing well.
I haven't. Oh, I can't look at them.
Here's that.
The
Stickies on the back.
Elbow beard.
Let me,
Oh goodness.
let me go even more out then since you moved the mics back a bit.
Sure.
Let me. This is gonna be weird. I'm gonna focus on the live stream.
All right. You
5
ready
times?
for a little spin?
Sure.
Take one more step forward. There you go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4,
No, I don't like
5.
it.
There you go. All right.
Oh, fudge.
There you go. That's the right direction.
This way's the right direction?
That's right.
I would not have guessed that.
Hey, ain't no feeling in front of you. See, if it was.
Well, would you like to see how you did now? I mean, you were close.
It's a shame because like the easel makes it a little less like if we just did it against the wall, you could literally go anywhere.
Yeah, it would have been like over here. I'm like,
The
Francisco
easel
Von
is
Karma
like
would have been
this
happy.
is like it's like in golf when you have a handicap. It's like
It's true. Well, you got closer with your second one.
let's put just a G on there.
A Gwen beard. All right.
All right.
I wish that we'd position this just a little bit different. Maybe for the second round we will,
Sure.
so we can try to like get a better angle. Because I do feel like we cover
It's true.
Easel. So yeah, second round we'll change it. We don't want to change it yet because we don't want to make it like more or less difficult for you. Oh, yeah, we
This
don't.
mic over here is still going, and I'm like, it doesn't need to be.
Oh, it should have. Sorry.
It's okay. I just didn't want to turn the wrong knob.
Okay.
I guess I can just hold this.
And so you can.
Do your worst.
Let's bring up a little closer to camera to start with.
Bring it up closer to camera.
Right there.
Yes.
Alrighty, you ready?
Spin me, good friend.
Sure. Here we go. 1, 2. Here comes 3, 4, and 5. All right, you need to look.
This way?
There you go.
Okay. This way.
You got it. You're good to go.
Oh my god, he's like. Nope, I'm not close enough. Oh, where am I? Oh. No. Right there.
All right.
That's the best spot.
Step
Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Decidedly bad.
Yeah, you overcompensated a little bit. All right, so we're gonna like replace this easel before we start the next
Yeah,
set.
I feel like we should just slide it one way or the other.
Yeah. Let's do. How's that look?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Is that okay? And that way we can
You approach-
walk across.
Okay,
this way.
sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we
so,
leave these ones on or take off everything but Gwen's? Or do we give Gwen a point and take all of them off?
I mean, it's not like we can feel them anyway, right? We're
Yeah,
just
you
been
should just
Sure.
placing,
Okay,
Let's
so
leave
we'll
mine.
just keep placing them.
All right. So you get his blindfold on. I'll get
All right.
his beard.
Sure. And I'm gonna start here-ish.
Sure. That seems like a reasonable place to put a person.
Oh baby, it's gonna be the most reasonable place for sure. Thank you.
Here's your beard.
Okay.
All right. Yes. And that's the sticky side. Where's the hat? Is that the hat?
That's the
the
hat.
hat. All right, got it. Okay, we're gonna
No.
spin me that way.
Yes. All right.
All right.
We're gonna go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, I'm gonna turn you. You were looking straight at the beard.
Oh, am I? That doesn't sound very good. Oh, in the same spot. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, it got worse. I got worse at this game.
AJ.
I seem so much dizzier than everybody else. How do y'all do it?
I don't know.
What's your trick?
I felt pretty dizzy.
Somebody tell me the
Magic.
trick. I don't know.
Hey, man,
I mean, I completely missed it and backed up and tried again.
Hey, it worked out for you. Look how well you placed it.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna position you. Nate's also got a beard for you here.
Oh, I should not tie that as a bow. That won't help.
see what people think over here about this great.
This is great. It's fantastic.
Okay, where am I? What am I doing? You're positioning me somewhere?
Yes. So stop right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna give you the beard first.
Here's the beard.
Hi,
you go.
beard.
All right. You ready? We're gonna spin you
Yes.
around.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4,
No.
5. And you're good.
I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're on the path to success. The path to success.
That doesn't feel like success.
All right.
I don't know which way to turn.
Yes.
There are no wrong answers in life.
That was not the right way to turn, was it?
Yes.
So one day Gwen will find the easel. But until then, we'll keep laughing.
This is like almost cheating.
It's like weird swimming she's doing.
Turn to your left.
To my left?
There you go.
There you go.
No way!
Yes.
You're great.
Just go for it.
Yay! I like that Gwen always feels with her fingers and like, how much paper?
That's right.
All right, take out your
Very
button.
cheaty.
Gwen plays Spin the Tail the Donkey way different than the rest of us. Gwen's like, and how much is the, okay, and I'll use trigonometry to find the center.
I didn't believe you that was the board. I thought you had like literally turned me all the way around.
No, I turned you less than usual, I think. Maybe that threw you off. But you started facing me, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like turn you 5 times and end back at me.
No, like I legit.
Usually we've been facing camera, so we've been starting facing away, and then we rotate somebody the extra to get them facing back.
I thought it had somehow ended up at that wall. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, goodness. Well, no, you went over here, you touched the Phoenix Wright poster, you went back, you decided to go toward keep talking and then change your mind. It was a rough one. Well, you still have the closest. It's all on Nate now. If he wants to get closer.
This is my method. I'm gonna go like this.
Oh,
A method. He's got a
method.
method.
the technique.
Dun, dun, dun.
Victory will be his. Or it won't.
I'll try.
Fine.
How's that?
Lefty beard is growing in power. The bouquet of beard heads.
Alright, we need to spin him?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna turn you this way.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just double check you. There you go.
Right there? You sure? Okay.
So delivered.
Gwen's laughing. This can't be good. Ah! Ah! Oh. Okay, it's over here. Ah! Nope, it's over here. Ah! Where the hell is it? Ah! Where am I? I'm not close enough, probably, am I? Or I got. Oh, wait. Okay, that's pulling a Gwen here. Alright. Ah!
You know, your first impact was closer, but
Where
because
was
it didn't
that? Oh, that's
stick, it kind of didn't catch until it drifted.
Where was the first one?
I feel like you had it really
Oh.
close, and then it kind of bounced, and you got it on that spot.
Well, okay.
It's still, I think, the closest.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh.
All right, audience.
Audience. Alright, well,
All right, you see that? Okay.
which one is closer?
I
This
assume-
one or this one? So
So I will add,
we'll remove
Make it a
all the
poll.
non-contenders.
Oh, all the non-contenders are basically just mine.
Which one is better? I still think Gwen's is better.
So lovely, so majestic. This is like weird modern art.
yes. It's kind of Headless Horseman-esque.
Oh yeah, though, when I put the first one down here and it was not even close, he was being described as the headless beard.
I was kind of hoping that somebody would have it, like, in this hand.
Oh, Nate's
Like-
almost got there. Yeah, just scoot it up just a little bit more and be like he's. It's like taking your hat off to say hello to somebody, but it's like taking, the beard comes with it and he's got no head. You know, one good thing I can say is everybody helped cover up my terrible like open trench coat mistake. That was useful. I can't believe I did that. You know, it's because I was trying to make him more detailed than usual. Because normally I sketch him, and yeah, it's almost like a dress. It's just like black sleeves, big black triangle, little like boots that come out. You know, I don't know what I was thinking today. I wasn't. I haven't been getting enough sleep. It's all right. I'll catch up later this week. All right, this is the last thing we're gonna make you vote on today. I think.
How long do you want me to let this vote run?
Was it decisive? Because
It's a 38 to 62 at the moment.
that sounds decisive. You can close it.
Okay.
Sure. All right. Everyone's voted. I'm gonna zoom this camera back out. Whoop. Y'all can come back if you want, or you don't have to. We're almost done.
The chat decided that I won.
You won! Oh, okay. Well, let's take Nate's off.
I'm just gonna thank you all for appreciating my beard. It took a really long time to grow it in my almost
shoulder.
This does look kind of like something from a horror movie now. He's almost holding it down
I assumed
here.
yours was closest, so.
I thought yours was, but you know, I will take it.
There. He's like holding one down here, and he's got one up there, and
They're like lanterns.
it's abomination.
Now. They have no face.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is creepy.
There you go. That's all the festivities we have planned for today. So thank you all for joining us and for sticking around as long as you did. We're looking forward to another 12 years on YouTube with you guys.
Yes, we are.
Or as long as we can.
Just making sure it's on screen.
Should I keep moving? Or as long as we can keep doing this, we'll see. Whichever comes first, I guess. But yeah, there will be a new musical coming out. I don't think next week, but probably the week after. That's like
Definitely
last week,
not
right?
next week because we are not filming it before next week.
That's a good point. But yeah,
By the end of the month.
We will have another musical out hopefully before the end of June here, and it's a good one. I think we're looking forward to it. And if you'd like to support Random Encounters, you can do so through Patreon or by buying merch. They're both down in the description. And if you don't want to do either of those things, just watching the videos and streaming the songs is a good enough way to do it.
That's right. Replayed is ending, but we will be back having a edited video every single Friday, either on the main channel, Random Encounters, or on the side channel, RE Extra. It'll be musicals and bloopers and recording videos and challenges, which we're very excited to be adding back into the mix. Lots and lots of things that we would love for you to watch and come hang out with us there. Will be in the comments, and we're looking forward to seeing your names again.
And if they want to hang out still but aren't going to get a chance to do it live with us on videos, Nate, do you want to give them a couple spots where maybe they should be more active?
You can hang out with us, our community on Discord. Sometimes me and Gwen are there. You can go on Reddit and make memes. Me and AJ are generally there. We're going to have meme time still, I think. I might make a post about it either later today or tomorrow on Reddit so that people still have
do I get to
incentive.
compete in meme time?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I just post them for fun.
But of course, you can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok. TikTok is where I put a lot of our weird jokes and skits. So
our nonsense that ends up
so...
over on the cutting room floor. Yeah. Which I was working on some more of that soon. So thank you again. And we look forward to seeing you every Friday with a video, whether it's on Random Encounters or RE Extra. Thank you again also for voting on the Battle Royale. I forgot. That was a big investment. You guys went for like 3 months doing that. And you picked a good winner. So thank you for doing it. We'll catch you around. Beard salute!